good for a little while.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, guys. We're live. Okay. Here we go with that shit again. Episode 13. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is
Someone's a
first.
day late.
I know I'm a day late. Wise ass. See, I just told him before we got on, he wise ass, and he's still being a wise ass. That's fatal for you. That's fatal. If he wasn't a wise ass, it wouldn't be fatal. Trust me. Okay. If he didn't have wise ass shit to say, I don't even know if I'd like him then, because then he'd be boring. So, yeah.
Damn, thanks.
No, I'm only playing with you, man. Come on, I got to get you back. What I want to do is we're just going to wait to see a few more people. I know we got some people in here already. I'm looking. We got who we got already? Hey, these two have been waiting for a while. We got Alex McGee and Ice Queen. They've been waiting. Ian, Yemi. I'm saying that right? Yemi. I hope I said it right. If I didn't, I apologize. I really do. I apologize. But yes, I apologize for not doing it yesterday. Something came up, and I just couldn't do it. You know, a life. Pain in the ass when we're trying to have some fun. So there you go. I mean, it is what it is. So, yeah, so we're just going to give it a minute. I believe one or two other people may pop in. So that'll be good. They're just running behind too. Oh, Savage, what's up? So yeah, we're gonna get started. I think Fatal's gonna love these topics. I think he's really gonna love it. So let's get it moving.
I did see the Nintendo one in your title. That's definitely got me going.
Okay. Well, oh yeah, you're gonna have fun with that one. But my first topic, I have to do this, guys. I have to. Now I'm gonna repeat it several times. I have no ill will towards this person. I don't dislike them as a person. I just don't like what they say. Okay. So, kind of a roast, not a roast, but a little rant is in order here. Okay. It's got to be done. Okay. So my first topic is kidsmoove. We all know who kidsmoove is. The best bot. Okay. So there we go. So I'm going to say right off the bat, that like I said before, I don't actually have any problem with kidsmoove as a person. I just have a problem with what the stuff he says. Okay, because some of the shit he says is whack. I'm sorry. I mean, it's like empty. It's like false. It's like lies. Whatever you want to call it. Anyway, and it was really just a matter of time before kidsmoove ended up stumbling over his own bullshit. It was, okay? I mean, he's a guy, everybody knows, an Xbox fanboy. Who said the PlayStation community hates Tomb Raider just a few days ago. Okay. Even though we wouldn't have Tomb Raider as a franchise if it wasn't for a PlayStation fan base. So let's start with that one. When Tomb Raider was out, nobody bought the shit on Sega Saturn. Okay. When it came to Xbox One, nobody supported it on the Xbox One. You may have had a handful, but I mean a majority, the Xbox, the fanboys didn't support it. Okay. And these facts are easy to verify. You don't have to take my word. Just look it up. And you'll see when it comes to numbers and sales and everything, what's going on. So again, when kidsmoove says, this dumb shit, he will eventually end up stumbling on his own words and prove, improve he's a bot. Okay. For one. And provide me with a laugh every time, because I laugh my ass off at him. When I hear him talk, kidsmoove makes me laugh. He really does. Because he said some of the most retarded shit. Excuse me, most retarded shit. And it's just funny. It really is. Because I don't understand how it comes out of his mouth. Now, I'm going to keep it real funky. Back when I knew kidsmoove, okay, and we were actually cool, and I was on his podcast before, guys. Back when. I did go on his podcast. Okay. He never used to say this shit. He says now. So I think the reason why he says it is because it works for him. If you guys understand what I'm saying, it works for him. It gets him views. Okay. People watch Weapon Wheel podcast, and kidsmoove's the token punching bag. If you watch it, he's the token punching bag. Okay. And am I mad at that? Nope. Not at all. I think it gives Weapon Wheel podcast that touch of entertainment. and he knows exactly. And kidsmoove knows exactly what he's doing. Okay, don't think he don't know what he's doing. Okay, he ain't that. I'm not gonna be funny. Some people are dumb. He ain't that dumb. He knows what he's doing. Okay, so anyway, the problem is there are times when he's on Twitter and says more outlandish stuff, and that's when I think of all the gimmicks that are out there, go out the window. Those gimmicks go out the window with some of the shit he says. I mean, here I think he's got a gimmick going, and then he says something more outlandish than before, and it makes me seem like it's not a gimmick no more. Is he really that dumb? He confuses me at times. He needs to stop that shit, really. The biggest issue we have this generation of gaming are the Xbox, okay? Those fanboys. Now, remember, people, I'm saying this. I'm not talking about everybody that plays the Xbox. I'm talking about the bots. Okay, so let's get that clear. And just how many of them are on YouTube talking about games that aren't qualified to speak on them. That's what pisses me off. If you don't play the game or you ain't playing games, you cannot be qualified to talk about them. One thing I will say about Smooth, though, he does play games. Whether he's good at it or not, that's on him, but he does play his games, okay?
Yeah,
and I find it
a lot of games.
Yeah, and I find it real funny that he I find it funny when he plays a hard game and he's throwing controllers and getting mad and screaming. That's hilarious. Yeah. I'm sorry, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. It really is. So okay, now where was I going with this? Yeah, okay. All right, back to my rant. Okay. Kidsmoove finally, he admitted that Xbox One doesn't have games. It's about time. Nobody else would be more qualified to make that statement than someone who calls themselves the best bot, okay? It just took the right words and opportunity for Smooth to admit it. This was the highlight of the past week's episode of Weapon Wheel podcast. And I felt like, I felt like me uploading this clip was necessary because we already knew these bots be out there lying. So I had to do that. Okay. Now, since Smooth admitted the Xbox doesn't have games, okay, I'm interested to know if BG or Black Bond or Jack Move or somebody will ask him even more Xbox related questions to squeeze more of them facts out of Smooth that he's hiding. Okay, I'm really wondering if they're gonna do that, because that would be a good episode. Come on, guys, it'd be a good episode. I'm glad he finally came out with the truth. Okay, I really am. No amount of damage control will erase or change that statement. So he can't damage control. It's not erased. It's out there. And you can't erase shit on YouTube. You can try all damage control and you want. It's just not going to happen. Okay. So with that being said, I think I'm done ranting about that. What are you guys' thoughts on Kidsmoove and some of the outlandish remarks he makes, and finally admitting that Xbox has no games? Who wants to go first?
Man, fuck Kidsmoove.
I think they kind of made him stumble on his words by all the questions because they kept asking him questions, and he every time he started they asked another question, so they was like forcing him to say what he should have been saying this whole time. That Xbox has no games. I don't know. It was funny though. I was laughing that whole fucking episode.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Wasn't that funny, Cortavius? That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If they keep getting him to do that, that's entertainment. I mean, that's what people come to watch for.
Yeah.
But you got to admit. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying they have absolutely no games whatsoever. Okay, yeah. But compared to the games that they do have to what you can play somewhere else, it's not the same. And compared to, you go back to 360. Yeah, if you go just like the Kraken. Anyway, I have to do that. Every time somebody says that, I have to do that. But it goes back. It goes back to 360. You were nonstop playing.
Yeah, but they still had the. They still
Yeah,
had
but
the
90%
same,
of
They
that.
still had the same games. Most of the games that we were playing were
The same shit we're playing today.
Yeah.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You're playing them today, but but that's where they started. Is what I'm saying. Why do we have to play this? That's why I say they don't have games because it's the same games that you had on the 360. If I want to play those games, I have them ready. All I gotta do is plug in my 360. I still got it and play it.
Gears 5 is on the 360. I didn't know
No,
that.
not Gears 5. You know what I mean. I said the ones. Bear. Stop whooping time for your ass. Stop whooping time for your ass. It's all that's going to happen.
Hey, you don't have to give me a rough time on your show there, Titan.
I know. But before we go any further, we got a lot of people that just joined us, so I want to shout them out. Jamia, EJ, Kwai, Jamal, Ryan, Robert McLeod, General Ape. They all just jumped in here and got started, so that's great. Thank you guys for coming. We appreciate you. Hey, Craig, you got anything to say about this? What, are you muted?
Yeah.
His church is closed for a moment. Give him a minute.
Give him a minute. All right. Does anybody else want to add to that?
Oh, there we go. Here's the thing, right? I've talked to Smooth in the past when I was hanging out with One Stop and shit. Like, he's a nice guy. Like, he is. When he gets in his,
as a person, I like him.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and I'm agreeing. Yeah, I definitely agree there. He's a nice dude. It's just when he gets in his Xbox fucking switch and that switch turns on, that's the Kid Smooth that I don't like.
When he goes,
you know what I mean? Like, I don't. Yeah, dude, whoever labels themselves that dude is fucking mentally retarded. But the thing of it is, I don't respect him as a gamer because of the way he acts and the way he behaves. I respect him as an individual person, but I don't have to respect him as a gamer because he was the one that was out here, you know, fucking not as bad as other people whose names I'm not going to mention, but he definitely has his moments where when I did listen to the Weapon Wheel podcast, God forbid that fucking podcast gives me cancer. No offense to anybody on that show, but it's just, I don't know, that show just fucking trash. But anyways, at the end of the day, a lot of the times when I hear Smooth talking, like even a lot of clips, like when he made that segment about how exclusives don't matter, when he was saying that to the fuck's his name there a couple years ago at E3. The dude always rocks that belt, that dumb fuck.
Oh, Black Baron?
Hip Hop Gamer, I think his name is, or something. That fucking douche.
3MG?
Yeah, whatever the fuck his dumbass name is. Fucking, when he sat there and he said that in that video, dude, like, I lost all my fucking gaming respect for him. Because that makes no fucking valid sense whatsoever. But the fact that he actually came out and, like, admitted that, or, like, maybe, like, they forced him into saying that or some shit, I don't fucking know, but...
Put it this way, you're grown. Nobody can force you to do anything. Okay, you're grown with kids.
Nope.
Nobody can force you to say something you don't want to say. You've been trying to probably find a way to do it. Don't use the fact that they were pressuring you, because I think you were the pot was about to overflow anyway. Sooner or later, you know that steam was about to come out the engine. Sooner or later, you were just holding it in. Didn't want to do it because you're the best bot, so you can't say that. So I think it just came to a point where he just probably just said, I just got to admit it. I think that's what happened. He just finally broke down and said, all right, whatever. He's probably going to get some backlash from people, or he'll probably backtrack and say, well, I just said it because they were getting on my nerves and I just wanted to get them off my back.
I don't think he's going to get any backlash. I mean, his fans are pretty loyal.
No, somebody will.
Those people don't deserve to breathe the same air that I breathe.
Craig,
that goes for a lot of people too as well.
Yeah. I thought I heard Craig giggling back there.
Well, bottom line is that thanks for having me, by the way. Shout out to everybody here in the chat. I just think a lot of what's happened this generation, the stuff that's being said, has to do with a little thing called AdSense money. And once people realized that I can be a complete idiot and get paid for it, and you started doing podcasts, and people would come on and say one outlandish thing on Tuesday, and then you would do another podcast. Say the same person does another podcast on Thursday and has different people on. They're going to try to outdo that other person, and they hid themselves lying under the big blanket of we're just being entertained. Look, I've been on Kids Moove's podcast before. It's nothing but respectful and nice to me. But yeah, I think what he does, and I saw him say something today, and nobody responded to it. Because if people want all that bullshit to stop overnight, when these idiots put shit out, just don't respond anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, just if you don't respond, they're going to quit doing it. So I just think, and everybody does it every once in a while. Hell, I've done it. But I've pretty much the other day on my podcast, I'm like, these guys are so miserable with their Xbox. They're miserable. So they've made it their life mission to make everybody else miserable. It's the kid that's mad. Now he wants everybody to be mad. And that's what they are. So
I don't understand that though, Craig. How the fuck can somebody be miserable over a piece of plastic?
Because they told themselves, that's fine. They told them, they told themselves.
I think they just don't have anything to fight with. So
well, yeah, they don't.
They just do stupid
why
shit.
Why are they fighting at all? I mean, when you tell, they told.
I mean, then why even attack Xbox in the first place if you don't really care about them? I mean, it's kind of both sides, but I don't think they're miserable. I think they just want something to fight with, so they constantly say stupid shit.
I think it's also the fact that, like he admitted, like the games that especially that are on Game Pass and all that, they're using it are a lot of 360 games, and if you hadn't already played them, you have no games to play, and so they're bored, and they just need something to fucking do.
Well, see, even before Game Pass even dropped, they were already doing this dumbass shit too as well.
Yeah, but the thing
of it is, truth be told, the only reason why they're doing it, man.
But they started backwards compat, which is pretty much the same.
Yeah, but most people don't even fuck with backwards compat unless they already have the game.
Yeah.
Like I've not bought one single game off of backwards compat except for Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That's it. That's it.
It's when it's a game that's on there that I haven't played, but I wanted to play. And that's rare because I mostly have every game I wanted to play back then.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're miserable. They told themselves that the only reason why the PlayStation outsold the Xbox One, not any of the newer consoles, was because of the whole 1080p thing. So when their console, the Xbox finally makes a console that's more powerful, which is, it's not like they haven't already done that before. The OG Xbox was more powerful than the PlayStation 1 and 2. So, but with that said, they act like that never happened. So now the Xbox X comes out, and then the Pro comes out, and they're making fun of it, and the games start dropping. And now you're hearing them say, well, I didn't think Sony was going to have games that look like that. And how come their games look better than the games on this console over here? They're upset, so they're lashing out.
But you really can't use it though as a formal excuse though, honestly, because I mean, you sit there and like one of the things that you said, and that is like, oh, I wasn't expecting games to look like this. Motherfucker, even PC gamers weren't fucking expecting that shit to look that good. Because there's nothing on PC that looks remotely as good as fucking, say, God of War or shitty Horizon. You know what I mean?
But you know what these people need to do?
Did you forget about Crisis?
No, Worry Wart said to Randall Thor over a year ago, he said, do you really think a third-party game on the Xbox is going to look as good as a first-party PlayStation game? Literally. So I'm
talking about exclusives. I'm talking about exclusive-wise, too, because that seems to be the main. But that seems to be the main centric problem with the Xbox is first-party content. We can all agree to that. Everybody knows that.
I don't disagree with that, but at the end of the day,
third party, you really don't have any control of it.
Well, I understand that, but at the end of the day, when you're upset, when you're angry, when you're gonna, and so people are just saying stupid stuff. I think to get a reaction. So I guess if
that's all they're doing it for, dude. That's all they're doing it for.
Movies admitted they got no games. I guess okay, but I already knew they didn't have a lot of games. But you should know that before you enter their ecosystem. They don't have a whole lot, So it's just So they concentrated on third-party content.
That's what happens when you don't do your fucking research, man. That's what happens when you don't do your fucking research.
Yeah, the only thing is they can't blame the other gamers or another console for that. What they got to do is blame the people who are running the show at the Xbox division, because if they don't give the developers free reign or tell them that like this game looks like shit or whatever, that's what you're going to get. But you know what I'm saying?
That means they have to criticize. They have to criticize Zaddy which is Microsoft to them, and they don't want to do that. Quantum Break failed because it was the PlayStation community's fault that Quantum Break failed. Oh, because it was 17.
No, it wasn't.
I know it wasn't Fatal, but that's what
it was the people not buying it and the media.
No, you know what it was? You know what it was? It was no. I distinctly remember as to why people fucking decided to go against fucking a game like Quantum Break, because that was a game that like a month before it fucking launched, man, is when they announced the PC version, and that pissed off everyone on the Xbox side. I'm not supporting this game now. I'm just gonna buy a PC. Remember that shit?
That's what I was saying. That's why
you had the craps and you had the fucking. And then you had the craps and the fucking and the Zaires going around talking all this shit about building a PC rig, buying a PC rig. Look at them now. Are they playing anything on PC? Fuck no.
Yeah, even
Fuck no.
Even though it went to PC, it still didn't even sell that good on PC.
Oh, really? I
mean, you said that for a lot of games, but we don't know the actual numbers because PC is mainly digital. But again, at the end of the fucking day, these twat waffles, what the fuck you want to call these cuntbags, drive me fucking bonkers, man. Because see, I'm out here trying to push and promote as many things that I possibly can. I don't give a fuck if they're on another platform. I don't care. I'm looking at it from the aspect of having two consoles with two different distinct experiences, man. That's what I'm looking for right now. And I found plenty on the Xbox. Tons of games on the Xbox. Yeah. Mainly a lot of them are fucking indies, but they're still there. But good indies for that matter. But I'm out here trying to promote this shit, whether it be on Twitter, making videos about it, talking about it on podcasts, whatever the case may be. One in a year, right at the other. But I can say the same thing too as well for the other platform too. The other platform is fucking the exact same problem too as well.
Yeah.
We got to address somebody in the chat.
Uh-oh.
Somebody. Well, first let me shout out the people that are here, and then we're gonna, because you guys are gonna get a kick out of this. Support. What's up? Spartan God, Brian D, Pillsbury, Andre, and Mo. What's up? Thank you for coming by. No, we had somebody in there, and I can't even shout him out because he's just said something stupid. Duncan, I gotta say his name so you know who he is. Duncan just said, "Stop disrespecting my Xbox." How can I disrespect a piece of plastic? You ain't human.
An inanimate object can be disrespected. I don't understand.
I mean, come on. I mean, what do you sleep with this thing? Is that your girlfriend? Seriously.
I think he trolling.
Nah, truth be told, I think he's just trolling, but his name is fucking hilarious though. Dunking my cookies, man. It's like, yo, do you do that shit? You dunk your nuts on your Xbox every goddamn night when you go to bed?
That's what it sounds like. That's what I'm saying. When do you sleep? When you fuck this thing?
No offense, dude, but the way you're talking right now, that's what it sounds like.
Oh my god!
And secondly, I just want to say, Pillsbury, your name is fucking amazing. Pillsbury Doughboy for the win. Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, that's Bear. Yeah. Poke him in the belly, he'll giggle.
Look, if kidsmoove finally, if it takes kidsmoove to get everybody to say something that everybody knows, then I guess it's okay. I mean, to me, hey, you didn't really need him to say that.
I don't think
nobody knows.
I think it's just surprising to people because he's so much of a bot that it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think that's what it was too. Yeah, it did come out of nowhere.
Yeah. I think people knew already. I think it was just surprising that they heard Smooth say it.
Yeah, that's the shocker. Yeah, that he said it. But and like I said before, this is not anything to bash kidsmoove or anything. Okay, as a person, I like kidsmoove. As a person, he's a good person. But it's the stuff he talks about gaming that irks me. You know, like I said, I've been on his podcast. I've been on his podcast before, okay, and he never talked any of this shit when I was on it.
Yeah, Smooth is pretty cool. He's just when he plays games like Bloodborne and Dark Souls and stuff like that, and you can see how frustrated he gets with it. It just makes me angry because I know how good the game is. And I know how good it would be for him if he just actually tried.
That's the thing. And the only reason why he was a tryhard for Bloodborne, dude, is because there was money behind his bet. That's why. If there was no bet behind that, he would have never fucking touched any of that fucking Bloodborne.
Money. At the end of the day, it's about the money. It's about the
And when you
they'll do Xbox stuff. Like I went over one day. I said, "What the hell?" I went over to Crack Gamer's channel, and somebody
shame on you.
Did you cleanse yourself when you left?
You need a.
Did you cleanse yourself when you left?
Well, no, somebody eviscerated 3 or 4 people in that comments. I mean, eviscerated them. It was bad. And the guy literally said, "Why are you over here at a pro Xbox channel trying to tell the truth? We don't care about that. We just want to hear some good Xbox news." And that describes them to a nutshell. They don't want the truth. They just want good Xbox news. And if you have to lie about it, and that's what this guy has done, and he's made a lot of money doing it, so there's no incentive to stop. Why would you stop if somebody's giving you money every day? So and you're getting a check every month, from these clowns. So
because what he's doing is he's mooching. He's mooching. That's why his sidekick is called Mooch. He's mooching. He's mooching off of his own fucking his own deluded, deranged fucking fan base, dude. That's what he's doing.
Incentive. There's absolutely no incentive to stop. And the only way it will stop is if Google gets involved and says, "Okay, we're going to base AdSense on accuracy. And if you're inaccurate, no AdSense money." It would stop overnight. If Google enacted that policy into YouTube, everything would stop overnight. The whole paradigm would shift. But that's not going to happen.
No, that's definitely not going to happen.
Yeah, and that's it. So it's just you reap what you sow. I said before, and I mean it, Horizon Zero Dawn broke these guys back as far as what it looked like, the way it plays, and Spider-Man nailed their coffin shut. I mean, they were absolutely going crazy in the lead up to Spider-Man. There's a great video about somebody did last week about these Xbox people just having a meltdown at GameStop. Guy had a meltdown over Spider-Man. So I mean, it's just. I'm serious. I mean, it had gotten that bad, and I try to explain to people. I said, well, maybe they really don't understand that Sony owns that IP, like physically, legally owns the IP. And some people said, "Oh, okay, I didn't realize Sony owned it." So, but a lot of them were just kind of on their bullshit. So
they don't look at it. They don't look at it from like a global aspect of. You know what I mean? Like as far as the Spider-Man IP registration, they only look at it from a gaming standpoint. So that's why they feel entitled. Like, hey, this game also deserves to be on Xbox. No, it doesn't, motherfucker. What makes you fucking feel like you have the right to fucking be able to play this game on a console that's not on PlayStation?
Yeah.
They have nothing. They have nothing, dude. And what makes it even worse is that this is also kind of a low blow to Microsoft too as well. And I hate to say this, dude, man, but it's just fucking truthful, man. Marvel saw how much fucking money that shit racked in its first fucking week, and they're like, "Oh, well, you know what? Let's see if we can get some more fucking developers from Sony's side to create some more Marvel shit." That's like what's gonna happen. Microsoft, you need to fucking 360 your shit, no pun intended, and you need to get your fucking shit together, man. Really?
No, don't let them go 360 because 360 they'll be back where they are right now.
Yeah.
Well, they did a 360. If they did a 360 era, they might actually be doing a little bit better than this generation, man. Fuck. Jesus Christ. But you know what I mean, though. You know what I mean? Like they have a lot of work they got to do, like a lot of work. You know what I mean? Like, but now, like, I have a little bit of more faith going into next generation with them. Not this gen, because like this gen's over with. Like, there's nothing there.
Yeah, this gen's over.
And like, there's really no point of even like discussing this generation anymore with Xbox, because like this is like far in the gutter for them. Like, they're done. Like, there's nothing we can say. There's nothing that we can do that's going to fucking magically pop a balloon out of Microsoft's Phil Spencer's fucking asshole and pop a big fucking celebration to bring them back on top. Nothing's, no.
Oh, yeah, I know.
No.
Wait a minute. There's one thing. A new controller.
God damn it. God damn it. But point is, what I'm saying is, though, is that I'm
coming out.
oh God, I still think that shit's fucking retarded. But what I'm saying is, though, is like, look, Sony's never going to be touched, period. Sony is just too good at what the fuck they do. And Xbox people don't understand why Sony is succeeding. They don't see it because they're blinded by fucking every single thing that Microsoft says and does, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. However, though, with that said, when Microsoft does come out with different things, right, like the whole streaming box thing, and then everybody makes a big uproar about that. Believe me when I tell you guys right now, streaming as being like a mainstream thing ain't gonna happen for a long fucking time. There's too many barricades to block that out right now. Way too many barricades. Net neutrality, data caps. Yeah, there's so many there's so many barricades and hurdles. Microsoft ain't gonna be fucking making that mainstream for a long time. So when you hear French dumbasses like Yves Guillemot coming out and say, "Oh yeah, one more console generation, then we're streaming," bitch, sit the fuck down, you French cocksucker. We're not ready there yet, and we won't be there for a long fucking while. But all these people in the community that are making a big deal about streaming and shit, dude, man, what the fuck did Sony do with PS Now? They tried putting it on. Didn't they put it on smart TVs for a little while? Then they removed it. Yeah. Then they put it on that PlayStation fucking Vita TV crap garbage thing that came out that nobody fucked with. Got rid of it on there. That shit's on PC, but yet, one thing, have you ever noticed that Sony has never indirectly ever come out and talked about how well PS Now is doing, but yet they're still supporting it?
The other thing is people don't realize, before I say this, let me just do some shout outs because we just had people just constantly coming in here.
So, Jay Barry?
This is my show. I do the shout outs here. What's wrong with you, Bear?
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I got a little overexcited. I'm sorry. I like, Jay Barry's my homie, man.
I know. What's up?
No, I'm getting glad.
We got Jabari, Platform, Garuda Legends, Shadow, how do you say that? Thanaris. Thank you guys for coming and joining us. But one thing people don't realize, what I was going to say, is that if you go back and look, Sony learns from their mistakes and tries to fix them. It doesn't seem like, and no, I'm not bashing. You're a little piece of plastic that you screw, Mr. Duncan. I'm talking about the higher ups, okay? So get that right. When I talk about Xbox, I'm talking about, the people who run it. It doesn't seem like they're learning everything from the mistakes they made to make it better. From what I see and from what I hear people saying, which we'll get into that later on. But yeah, I don't see them learning from their mistakes and trying to bounce back. They're trying to just do something different. No, you don't have to do something completely different. Go back and see what worked, okay, and make what worked better. Enhance that. Don't not do some. I mean, you're not doing it. That's what Sony did. Sony figured out what worked, and they went back and fixed the goddamn shit. But the problem is these people are just listening to those dumbass fanboys, okay? And we got this rated R, so I'm about getting their dick sucked by these fanboys, so they don't care. They ain't worried about the people who really want to play.
I blame Connect.
So somebody,
somebody said Felicio, another person said Connect. What I miss?
Yeah, no, somebody, Duncan My Cookie said if you are harassing his Xbox.
I blame Connect because
somebody was on the Connect getting head. What?
If they had,
what up, Brian?
If they hadn't had,
somebody was on the Connect getting head
last year.
Damn, that dude was living.
It wouldn't have been such a focus on this gen.
I'm glad you made it, Ryan.
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on?
Hola, Ryan.
Oink, motherfucker. What's up?
You know what? Fatal, he don't want to talk to you.
Oink, bitch. No,
stop.
I'm not surprised, given how much oinking he's been doing lately.
Oink, motherfucker.
Wow, you going there? Ooh, that's not right. Don't worry, Ryan is going to get you.
Huh? We're going savage. Ryan's gonna get you.
He thinks he is.
Fucking molester. What? You're a motherfucker.
Actually, I didn't hear you.
I called you a bacon molester, even though that don't make sense.
Hey, I can't argue that one.
What's up, Bar? What's going on? What's up, Garuda?
All right. So what we're going to do is did you want Ryan, before we do anything, did you want to say anything about the topic with Kids Move before we move on to the next topic?
It took this motherfucker long enough, so I gotta say.
Oh, okay.
I saw it live. You saw my reaction live in the chat. I'm like, damn, it took him that long. That shit was funny as hell, though. How the fuck am I gonna play with HWGWT play? I was like, damn, this motherfucker made it.
Yeah.
I was actually shocked to hear that.
I was like, damn,
But,
I dropped my soda. Like, this nigga really admitted that he ain't got no videos.
Oh boy, I was laughing.
So now you got to get in the picture. Hopefully you didn't drop it on the carpet though.
Nah, I ain't dropping the car. We dropped it outside and I was pissed. I had to go order another one.
I've been mad as hell too. You know what? Send him the bill. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the next topic, okay? Which is Spider-Man games versus Batman games. Okay. Batman games versus Spider-Man games. I'm gonna do in reverse in case somebody didn't hear me and they're retarded, and because some people like to put Batman first, some people like to put Spider-Man first. So I did both, to satisfy everybody. So nobody comes back at me and said, "Oh, you're being biased now." Okay. Now I said about a week or so ago that there would be people talking about Spider-Man on PlayStation 4 without having ever played the other Spider-Man games, without having knowledge of gameplay mechanics in Spider-Man games released prior to this one. I said that, last week. Now, we have people comparing Spider-Man on PS4 to Batman games. And I'm not sure why. I feel like Spider-Man on PS4 is a game that accomplished its goal as a Spider-Man game and one of the best Spider-Man games to this date. Now, with that being said, I also feel like Batman Arkham games are still the best superhero games since games like the Punisher or PS2 or Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. If you guys don't know what that is, please go look it up.
Yeah, look
then
those
you're not
up.
playing your games. Then you're not playing your games, and you're not a real gamer. So I gotta say that.
Wait, a question today. Did you even play Batman Vengeance?
Who?
You played Batman Vengeance?
Yeah, I played all the Batman games.
All right, so I don't need to remind you how trash that shit was.
Yeah, I was about to say that game was fucking horrendous.
You had some good ones, but I mean, overall, when you compare all of them, is what I'm saying.
Not so much trash. You said good. Wait, what?
I also feel like Rocksteady outdid themselves with the Batman series, even though I thought Arkham Knight, or even though I also thought that Arkham Knight was a step down just based on having too much Batmobile gameplay. That was driving me nuts.
Nah, the Batmobile wasn't really the problem. It was just misuse for one. Number two, the real thing that pissed me off with Arkham Knight was the actual Arkham Knight. It wasn't shit. It wasn't nothing new.
That's what I said. It was a step down. It wasn't
no actual fight. Yeah, it wasn't actually no fight either. It's like, what the fuck? Like the fight between, what was it, Deathstroke and the first one, like the prequel one that WB Games made. I forgot what it's called. Arkham Origins. Is that what it was called?
Yeah, I think
Arkham Origins.
Arkham Origins had a better fight, and that seemed more like what the fucking the fight should have been between you and the Arkham Knight. That should have been something like that, but they didn't go that.
I also feel like game developers blew their chance in the past of capitalizing off of Spider-Man because of the games like Spider-Man Friend or Foe, the Amazing Spider-Man series by Vinox Studios, just based off how bad these games are. Most people didn't take a chance to check out good Spider-Man games like Shattered Dimensions, Web of Shadows, or Edge of Time. Or Edge of Time. No, I'm not saying you guys here. I'm saying other people. They're basing it off of just nothing. They don't do their homework. They don't play the other games. And I feel that they should not be talking if they don't know about the series. Okay.
To be fair, there really shouldn't be no comparison whatsoever to the Batman or the Spider-Man game. You see, it goes as follows: the Batman games, legit. All right. Now, if you compare those to their previous ones, right, that were made by third-party devs, the Arkham series does pretty much, it puts those guys to shame, and it shows that they had no vision whatsoever when it came to that character and no respect overall when it came to the world. The same thing can be said about Spider-Man. Spider-Man has a set fan base. It has a lot of appeal. They did not put no effort into those games, even with Tobey Maguire was as Spider-Man.
Hey, Spider-Man 2 was good, though. Spider-Man 2 was pretty good back on the game.
No, I'm talking about
past ones.
I'm talking about the game. I'm not talking about the actual character. I'm talking about the game.
Oh, I see what you. Okay, my bad. I thought you were talking about the games.
Calm your ass down, Charles. Calm that ass down.
Get him, Ryan. All right.
It was a good game. Nah, I'm playing. Fell my homie though. Even though he loves that bacon. That's my homie.
Yo, man, I'm gonna list that shit on the regular, bro.
I didn't play the Batman games, but they did. Insomniac did say they were inspired by what they were able to do at Rocksteady with Batman. They just, they wanted to try to improve on it. Batman's going to fight a certain way, so is Spider-Man's going to fight a different way. They can't fight the same way. So it is what it is. And if Marvel, let me tell you this, if Marvel was happy with it, with the final product that Insomniac put out, and Sony was happy, and Insomniac's happy, that's it. So they're gonna release
the game. For a fact, everybody was fucking happy with that product because that shit was lit. And
those games they're gonna do an MGU, Marvel Gaming Universe now with Sony, and we'll just have to wait and see how that works out. So I'm excited about that.
Nah, the fact they even reference certain characters like Black Panther, they referenced Daredevil. And they even fucking referenced Tony Stark at one particular scene in the game. It's like, dog, could we see more?
Yeah, you are.
Could we possibly see more?
Stark's all over that game.
Rumor, I was about to say, could that rumor be true that Black Panther game could very well happen?
Well, it may not.
God.
No, there was a Black Panther game that was rumored to be happening where they actually needed a developer and they wanted to make an open world Black Panther game very similar to that of Batman Arkham.
I don't think that's gonna happen though.
That should have been lit up. I don't know.
But the
pass on that one.
The damage control buildings, those are Stark's buildings. Stark owns damage control.
What about them? What's that shit called? Ant-Man. I wonder if Ant-Man made a cool game.
The one thing I did want to say was when it comes to these comparisons, that since none of these games have a sequel, I feel that we can't compare Spider-Man games to Batman games until Insomniac does more to establish that there's an ongoing series they will produce.
I agree.
One of the biggest fears. One of the biggest fears with the Spider-Man franchise in gaming right now, and we got to make sure is the license going anywhere else but Sony, or is Sony going to keep that license?
They keep it. They already own the game.
The reason I say that is because I don't want to see Beanox, Activision, or any other studios produce more of these games because they have yet to understand who made Spider-Man. Spider-Man made Spider-Man. Okay.
Yeah, after Activision believed they got every dime that was worth. They got their hold on. Remember Echo?
No.
Heard Echo. Anyway, after Activision got what they believe was every dime that it was worth out of the the game, they actually allowed that shit to be sold, and they got Sony got the rights to the actual video game rights to Spider-Man. As far as the overall package, Sony owns the rights to the comics, they own the rights to the movie rights, and of course they own the rights to merchandise. Now, as far as movies concerned, they were actually getting ready to lose the movie rights, but then they signed a deal with Marvel. So technically, Spider-Man's not going anywhere. If they end up losing anything, it'll be the movie rights, and now just go to Marvel because Marvel.
They own the rights to the comics.
Yeah, they own the rights to the comics.
The movie.
They have the right.
I thought it was just to the movie rights.
They have the movie. They have the games, merchandise.
Sony actually has some say with Peter Parker when it comes to the comics, but Miles Morales, Silk, Spider-Gwen, Marvel still does control that.
Yeah, 100%. Miles was a spinoff thing. They have. It's not really Spider-Man's a spinoff, so that's theirs. Just like what they're doing with Iron Man. They have a new Iron Woman series. They're coming out with comics, so they're doing other stuff.
Fucking garbage.
Yeah. Now, one thing, you
have a woman on here just gonna curse your ass out. I'm gonna laugh my ass.
She does every goddamn show.
I do. And he know he's gonna get his ass kicked before the show is over. He knows it. So anyway, I seriously don't. Bear, be quiet.
I didn't say anything.
You're thinking, and I
was thinking, but my mic was muted.
It's funny. You were thinking so hard. I smelt the wood burning all the way here in Jersey, Canada.
Okay.
Okay, I smelt it through the internet. That wood was burning so bad it burnt my nose.
Oh.
I know you were itching.
Yeah, I smelled it too, and I smelled a lot of crock of shit too as well. So that's good though.
Oh shit!
Get him. All right. All right. Well, what I was gonna say before we were rudely interrupted.
Yeah, Ryan.
I ain't say shit, nigga. You just interrupted her again. Shut your ass up.
But thing is, I seriously don't know why it took so long to get a Spider-Man game actually worth the time. But I have a thought on that. I took a guess that none of the people, the other game developers, spend 5 minutes reading a Spider-Man comic book to start with. Hell, I don't even think they looked up Wikipedia. Who had things about the fuck game, describe it to them. I really think that's why the other ones were so bad. I really do.
Come on.
I can say, listen, this is my goddamn show. I'll say what I want.
I can say because Activision had to like.
That's what I love about you, Titan. That's what I love about you.
Well, she said this her show. Here we go with that shit again. She says,
yeah, right?
Here we go with that shit.
Let me tell you something. That's why Bear's here. You know what, Ryan, that's why Bear's here, because every time he's on here, we always got to say, here we go with that shit again.
No. All I wanted to say was, it's like people act like there's never been a good Spider-Man game ever made or a good Batman game ever made. Spider-Man. No, there has been. There has been.
Last good Spider-Man game.
The Spider-Man. Okay, no. The Spider-Man game on the PS1 was fucking fantastic. No, it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter. The last Spider-Man game that was actually fucking fantastic was Spider-Man 2. Then before that, it was Spider-Man on the PS1.
That's a damn lie. Spider-Man 2 was not.
No, it's not. NES Batman. NES Batman was fucking fantastic.
He's going NES. Oh, spare me.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about for the PlayStation, and you're going.
We're talking about damn PlayStation.
No. Listen to what I said. Listen to what I said.
All the way back. Wait, Bear, you're going all the way back to PlayStation 1.
Somebody has to.
All the way up here. No, but I didn't say it was the worst ever. I'm talking about more recent. I'm not talking about when Grandma was alive. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about now.
I'm just speaking in generality. That's my point. I was just speaking in generality.
It's good to hear you guys. So how you guys doing? What's up?
What's up?
What's that?
A thug just jumped in there. Oh, it's
Nah, they finally left. The visitors finally left, so I got a little ways in right now.
You got a little time to get in here, Carlos?
Yeah, man.
Hello.
But you know what's so funny though? Like, a lot of people don't understand. The last good Spider-Man game, open world Spider-Man game, was on the PS1.
Yep, that came out there.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you.
No, I wasn't saying it wasn't.
Getting it, you loudmouth motherfucker.
But what I was trying to tell him was you had to go back so far. All the ones in between were not good.
I'm like, it wasn't
because you know what's the messed up part about it, Princess? It's just that those games that were released by Activision, they weren't very great, compelling games. They weren't. They really didn't do much of a big impact as much as this game has. I mean, you go to Twitter, man, you still got people just screen sharing the crap out the game.
Yeah.
And that's a big reality, man. Like, this game
But that's what I was trying to say. That's why I want to make sure it stays with Sony, because I know Sony, will do a good job. I don't want it to go to Beanox or to Activision or any of those other studios, because Activision didn't do shit with it in the past. So what makes you think they're going to change and do something and beat what was done now? They're not.
Nah, you can't.
Let me address something real quick, okay?
All right, before you address something, let's just do the shout-outs real quick. Dreology, Jack U, Impatient Fire, Alabama Jones, El Matador, welcome. We got a full house tonight.
All right. Let me go ahead and answer this. Dawn, you not.
I'm surprised El Matador ain't in here.
Don't time him out. It's from my homie, Mr. Duncan McCookies.
You gotta watch him. We're harassing his Xbox.
Duncan McCookies. A name like that, you deserve all kinds of attention. But anyway, you said that you want me to talk to these people on the panel because you said it's a pony panel, and you want me to be biased.
Now, breaking down, you gotta change them.
Hold on, let me get to it. And that this panel is a pony panel, and you want me to be unbiased. I have told you that I am unbiased. Who timed him out? Gruder, what the fuck, man? God damn it. Hold on.
Not on. Don't time him out. I mean, everybody's
time him out.
No, yeah, don't time him. Yeah.
Everybody's welcome to get these.
Can you take him out of time out?
Hands, man.
See, you can call me a pony all you want. I'm a gamer at the end of the day. So
Gruda went overkill with the timing out.
What's
You know
up with
what?
that
God
pony
damn,
stuff?
Gruda, what the fuck you doing, bro?
What the fuck? You just timed this dude
I
out
don't
for
like
the whole
nobody.
podcast.
See, that's why.
Anyway, all right. Anyway, I'm untying that dude out. Can you untime him out? Time for? You got the main control of that. Just untie him out.
No.
But anyway.
He could probably hear us. He probably put him in on 5 minutes or something. And Garuda, don't time nobody out no more right now, okay? Unless they're like being like really racist or nasty.
Yeah.
Unless they're being racist and real nasty or threatening or something. We want to address them.
Right.
Okay.
So anyway, that's what he was saying. He
but...
wants me to be unbiased. He said, right, you bash Xbox, I think you said monthly and weekly. Okay. What exactly? This is why I said you shouldn't fucking time them out, Garuda. I asked this question. What exactly in terms of good news happened that you believe is worthy of me talking about in a positive way?
Ooh. Can I say something?
No.
Somebody making monkey noises?
No.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, wait. Nah, let me hit you with the M'Baku. Chill.
Oh shit.
Nah, everybody who interrupts me, I'm just gonna hit y'all with the M'Baku. I'm dead ass. I'm gonna be ignorant today. But anyway, answer that question. What exactly has happened in the past months and days that requires me to be positive and talk about it in a positive light?
Acquisitions.
There you go. See, he just told you to shut the fuck up in his way. All right. Yep. See.
I don't need to hear some guy fucking a bear.
Oh shit!
Right, now.
You've been watching it. So what are you saying?
now, I'm gonna.
But I'm not associated with that name anymore. I found the light.
All right, technically, I can't get the answer because he's been fucking timed out to oblivion. So I gotta wait for the fucking.
Let's move on. Wait until he comes back. I'm sure he'll make a comment.
Thanks, bro. Love strikes again. Thank you.
The only last thing I wanted to say about all this stuff when it comes to these games is that and you guys can put in your input after that, is most of these superhero games are terrible we played over the past few years. Okay, I'm not going back. I'm talking about the past few years. I mean, look at games like the Fantastic Four or Green Lantern or Iron Man. Okay. Okay, you saying God? Okay.
Activision had the rights to like Wonder Woman, like to a Wonder Woman game. They made a Wonder Woman game. I would love to see your reaction if they announced that shit like after COD. I would die laughing. No, I'm talking about in terms of like a troll. It's like Activision had the fucking Wonder Woman game, and she was like,
it'll be hot garbage, bro.
That shit.
Let's be honest.
This is so
I wouldn't want Activision.
What is this shit?
I would rather have Rockstar. That's what made Batman, right? Rockstar.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten
Rocksteady.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm surprised we haven't gotten though, even though he has like the best like story or had the best story in the Marvel MCU. I'm surprised we haven't had like a AAA fucking Captain America game like done in like these crazy set pieces. You know what I'm saying? That would be dope as hell if Sony did that shit with Spider-Man.
That's because Captain America's a piece of shit.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. If they had like a good camera work or how you can throw the shield and how it deflects off of shit and knock people out.
Yeah, the gameplay would be tight, but the fucking campaign and that shit would be so fucking boring.
What are you talking about? Like he has the best story in the MCU with Hydra infiltrating fucking
and then I don't think so.
What are you? Who has a better story? Oh, let's get into this. Who has a better story than Captain America right now in terms of the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Wolverine, damn it.
Spider-Man, Wolverine.
I was about to say that, Carlos.
About the main Avengers. I ain't even talking about everybody else. I'm talking about that right
now. Fuck the Avengers, man.
Main Avengers, damn.
We're going about Avengers right now. You trying to throw
it has to be.
The Power Rangers have a better origin story.
Doing the obvious, easiest fucking one. Wolverine wins.
The Power Rangers have a better origin story than fucking Captain.
That's actually a good point. It's actually a very valid good point.
Watch this Power Rangers stuff.
All right, go. How did we get to the damn Power Rangers?
I don't know if we get the Power Rangers, nigga.
I don't know. You know how people do. But the reason I was saying,
you want to play Power Rangers game? I think it goes. It's morphin' time. We gotta wait 5 seconds. Take time.
Power Rangers,
dude, that would be fucking lit, bro.
I'm officially scared of you, Fatal. Like I'm legit fucking scared.
It's
Why should you be scared?
Nah, you scared me, bro. You scared the fuck
Power
out of me.
Rangers game is a better
Dude,
fucking
I'm with
story
you on
than
that.
Captain
Cortavius, yes.
I'm with Power Rangers game.
All right, but wait a second.
No.
Wait, hey. That's
Yeah,
not
it
right.
was lit when we were fucking
Let
six.
Titanfall. Let
Candace
Titanfall
Princess.
talk.
Hey, nobody's denying Power Rangers was lit, but it was lit when we were fucking 6.
That shit still has better choreography than the fucking shit in Avengers.
Now you see what happens? You see what happens when Fatal's on here? I get overlooked and it's my motherfucking podcast.
You ain't got no
starts all
power
that
today,
shit.
Nah. We
starts all
attacking
that
each other
shit.
today. Ain't no power today. We getting in this one. This motherfucker said Power Rangers had a better story. Motherfucker had a better story.
That wasn't me that said Power Rangers, though.
Motherfucker, you was dick riding. Bitch, your ass up, man.
No, I was agreeing, but I'm not the one that brought it into the conversation.
Nah,
bro,
Hey, Killer Tape, man.
Yeah,
You see what you
preach,
created, man?
preach.
You see what you
I
created?
didn't say
Killer
preach.
Tape?
I said, yeah, I agree.
Nah, you was on that bitch.
You see what
Your
you
ass
created, Killer Tape, man? You done messed up
Like
the
that
flow,
bacon,
man.
right?
All right,
Say what?
listen, you guys can go.
Look at you. I didn't even have to say nothing regarding pigs. You bringing up bacon again. Look at you, bro. And you cry in the comments. And you like,
Anyways.
You cry to the chat. I can't escape that damn shit. Thanks, Rob. Like,
I can't.
bring it up.
Well, yeah, I might as well fucking rock with it if people won't leave me alone with it.
All right,
Fuck it. Might as well just embrace it.
No. Let's get this straight. Let's do a little recap again. When I called you Mr. Piggy, it was one time. It was a joke. Everybody laughed. They got over it. Then we get ready to end the show. You scream oink oink bitch, and it just stuck with you. Like, come on. Bro.
No. I did it as my sign off. I did my sign off that same show.
And you claimed it ever since then.
Yeah, I
You was
claimed it.
Oink motherfuckers, welcome.
Yeah, I fucking
I
claimed that
got a
shit.
question.
You claimed it.
I got
Why
a
you
question.
thinking about it?
How did we get Doink Oink Piggy from Power Rangers and from superheroes?
I don't know. We were talking about superheroes and this shit.
Listen, man, this shit is all over the place right now, man. We gotta.
All right, let me do this.
The pig.
No, we don't have to. No, we don't have to stick to the script. No, it's okay. It's fine. But what I'm saying,
There is one comic book character though that I wouldn't mind seeing finally get a
are
recognition.
you cutting me off again, Bear?
No, I got lag.
You got lag? I'm gonna give you some lag when I lag.
Hey, no. I'm sorry. No. I'm being dead serious. I had a lag spike. I heard nothing but dead air. I apologize. I'm sorry. I had dead air. I'm sorry.
Listen, you know I'm gonna mess with you. You mess with me, I'm gonna mess with you. Okay.
Likewise.
But the reason I brought that shit up about the Fantastic Four and all that is because to me that just leaves Spider-Man and Batman on the top unless Rocksteady, okay, will make more like games like Punisher games. Because I'm interested. I'm not interested. I love Punisher. I'm not interested in no more Superman games since games like Superman 64 and that garbage ass fucking Superman game on PS2 and the 360. Okay. Now I don't want to keep ranting
a golden
about
opportunity with that though.
Too long, but yet the message, I respect both of these games. Okay. When it comes to Batman and Spider-Man, I respect both the games. Okay. They both offer something unique to their credit. I saw people saying that Batman games had boring combat, and I just shook my head and laughed and said, are these fucking people serious? I put up combat. I put video game clips up of combat, and they weren't boring. So I don't know what these people are talking about. It's not boring.
The only thing with Batman that I'll say is just the overall mechanics of his animation. Like he doesn't have that speed as how this Spider-Man does. That's the only difference.
You can't compare the fighting the way because Batman is a human fighting human.
He's a human,
Spider-Man
but he moves faster and faster, like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's movements are supposed to be fluid and acrobatic like that. That's why it feels that way. So you can't compare what their fighting is like.
Yeah,
because they're totally different. It's a man with no powers versus a man with powers. I mean, that's kind of automatic win for the other side. So
that's the only thing.
I said the same thing. You can't compare those two.
We acknowledge the fact that in a real fight, Spider-Man will whoop Batman's ass.
Say what?
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows that, though.
Yeah,
that's
a man with no superpowers versus a man with powers.
I know people are scared of Batflick, but let's be real here. Spider-Man with that ass.
Yeah, he may unless he develops what do you call it? A bug spray that kills spiders.
What the
And that
fuck?
I'm not saying anything on that.
Look, Spider-Man's blood is radioactive.
Yeah,
That's what people keep forgetting. And you got two different characters. Yes, of course. If I did not have access to Spider-Man, like the Xbox did not, of course they're gonna bitch about it and say Batman's a better game. This is the same group of people who said Batman was in 4K. Remember?
I like Batman. I like Batman. Now, to be honest, I like the Batman games more than Spider-Man because I'm a Batman fan.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with those Batman games. Look, Rocksteady did a really good job.
Let's be real here. Let's all agree. Let's all agree. Iron Man's the GOAT. All he needs is a big ass flash spider. He'll be Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man game is great, but I like
he'll create a mechanized fucking fly swatter for the Iron fucking Patriot. There you go.
Well, possibly, I guess. Yeah.
That shit ain't gonna happen, Ryan. You know Peter Parker. You know Peter Parker ain't gonna let himself get out.
What are you talking about? Have you seen his new suit? It's made of nanobots. He already won. He the GOAT. He a god now.
Oh, nah, he ain't made no nanobots. If it wasn't for Peter Parker's help with that shit too.
You're fucking
with that nano shit. Spider-Man suit.
Yeah. That's a funny ass shit.
Oh shit.
Well, what happened?
Hold on, let me look at this thing real quick before I say anything else.
Ding! The cook's ready. Wow, this chat really just died. Wow.
Yeah, I got kicked out of it.
You know what? There is one superhero, man, that I really want to see make a comeback, dude, because I don't think he's ever, outside from maybe one game, but that's debatable. Superman. No, I want to see Rocksteady make a Superman game.
No, leave that bullshit alone.
Trash. Yeah, that's
the only Superman game that I can remember that was actually fucking playable, although it was hard as shit, was The Return and Death of Superman on Super Nintendo. That was it.
Yeah, you might as well go play the fucking one for the N64.
I did recently, about a couple years ago.
go fucking go through the rings.
I did.
I mean, how would you do that? Thanks.
See, that's the thing too. I keep telling people this every time this damn character gets brought up in terms of games. It's like they have to make it immortal for the game to even be somewhat of a fun. Because remember, bullets don't hurt them, rockets don't hurt them. Literally nothing hurts them. So what exactly are you going to be doing? You're going to be walking around as a god?
And then in the comics, kryptonite doesn't hurt him anymore. After so many, you can't even kill him with kryptonite anymore.
He'll become not allergic to it because you'll be used to it.
Exactly. That's why I'm not that big of a fan. I'm not that big of a fan of Superman. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a Superman game finally actually come out.
There'll probably be a fun game.
There will never
I don't.
People probably
I don't like Superman at all.
I'll agree. I'll agree one thing. I don't want no more
random motherfuckers who did not be having kryptonite armor and shit.
Yeah.
Well, if this rumor,
baseball bats.
Nah, you can't really. The thing is with Superman, he's so one-dimensional.
Yep.
In terms of
good point. Yeah, good point, Carlos.
It's like you can't really do nothing much for Superman. The only thing he
boring.
can. I'd rather just read the comic books and look at the animation movies.
Let me tell you. After what happened with Henry Cavill and after that garbage ass Justice League movie, I don't give a fuck about Superman no more. I really don't. That's how shit.
But that's why I said before when I was finishing my statement, I don't want to see no more crap ass Superman games. I'm not interested in it. It's boring to me. All right. Let me fly around, stay away from kryptonite, make sure I get enough sun so I don't die. This, that, come on. Stand there.
Remember, you gotta fly through the hoops.
No one will ever be able to make a good Superman game.
Hey, no. I think it's possible. You know what they can do? This is what they can do. They can flip the role. They can do a role reversal here. You know what I'm saying? If they can make instead of Superman, it'd be Supergirl, and they just followed the fucking what's that shit called? Injustice storyline. Crazy Superman.
I don't know.
The world that is
trash.
No, it won't be like an open world, motherfuckers under his world, like under his law and shit.
I don't know if that would even work. I mean, I get your point, but like, I know you're probably joking, but it's boring. I'm sorry. When you compare it to Batman or even Batman, Spider-Man, And I will say this for Ryan, Captain America, it's boring.
What?
I mean, yeah, you gotta understand. It's gotta be a good game.
I agree with you, Titanfall, 100%, girl. I agree with you, 100%, Titan.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it's
Captain
like
America can be the new Nathan fucking Drake, especially if it's done right with camera and everything.
Oh, then I know
That shit
Captain
could be
America
shit.
sucks.
That shit could be it. What are you talking
Oh,
about? Especially how you get the camera. That could be the shit.
Are you two ever gonna stop going back and forth? No.
That could
No,
be,
that's something that
the
me and Ryan
goal.
always do, man. That's
I
our
know.
little shtick.
I'm joking.
Real quick, Titan, if I can, just super quick. I just saw this on my feed.
What?
Apparently, the 2 rumored games for October's PS Plus games. Have you guys seen that yet?
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah,
Like Neo and Diablo 3.
yeah. It's a rumor.
Yeah, it's
Neo
a-
and Diablo 3. Neo platinum that bitch. Got the ultimate edition. Get on my
I will
fucking
definitely
level.
be getting a
Get
month fucking of plus next month.
Clown. Get on my fucking level.
All right, now.
Bitch, I'm already fucking surpassed your level,
Get
bro.
Aside from the
level.
from
Fuck
the,
All right, before we go any further, I just want to shout out. We got more people that'll keep popping in here. We got Cyber Dragon, Dark Side, Predman, Upchuck Gaming, and of course we got Mr. King Thrash in the chat. What's up, guys?
What's up, old man?
You mean Mrs. King Thrash? Hey, girl. What's up?
What's up, old man? How you doing?
Where that
old
dress
man?
at?
Thrash.
Where that dress?
Like that.
Don't get Thrash started, please.
Where that
You'll be in here cussing all your asses out. You'll be in here cussing all your asses out.
Thrash,
Bring that ass in here in the chat. Come on.
She wearing
All
that
right.
dress.
So before we move on, because we got 2 more topics, unless we have something else to bring up. Before we move on, does anyone want to talk anything more about Spider-Man versus Batman or Batman versus Spider-Man?
No,
Spider-Man to go. Batman is
Can't
shit.
compare
Fuck
the two.
Batman.
Both of them are great games.
Like I said, they have their own unique qualities.
I'll give him
Yep.
politically correct answer. Just tell it how it is. Spider-Man's the GOAT. Batman is shit. There you go.
Spider-Man is shit. Batman is
Motherfucker.
Nah, I'm more of a DC guy, so Batman's shit.
You gotta watch Saying Go.
I'm a
You gotta
Batman
watch-
fan. I'm a Batman fan.
But you gotta watch Saying Go.
Batman.
because you know
Listen,
what-
I've
you know
been
what
a
happens to Go.
Batman fan all my life, but I gotta acknowledge the fact that Spider-Man is smarter than Batman and will
Nah,
kick
then
Batman's ass.
you're not a Batman
Wait,
fan.
so
then.
you,
Get
so
outta
you
here.
only
Get
dress like
outta
a
here.
woman on Wednesday? Are you trying to say, Thrash? Damn. Damn.
What happened?
Oh God.
Nah, come on,
You
man.
guys
I
are
said
terrible.
Wednesday. Go and get- I said
Y'all
go and get that
understand,
dress.
Killer
You call it
Tay.
Wednesday.
You gotta understand, Killer
Dress
Tay.
like a woman on Wednesday.
I talking about Thrash. Thrash also is Wednesday and shit. I'm like, nigga, what's what?
Oh,
You
shit.
only dress like a woman on
Oh,
Wednesday?
God.
What the fuck?
Oh man, let's not do this, man. Let's not do this right now.
That's what I'm saying. Don't get Think Thrash crazy because you know what's gonna happen.
Everybody
Yeah,
knows
he gonna
I'm the
get you- he
craziest
gonna get you
motherfucker in
Friday.
here. It's in my DNA.
Oh shit.
Everybody know I'm the craziest motherfucker alive, which is why people keep me out the circles.
Oh shit. It's not true, man. It's not true.
All right, we're
Not
gonna
true?
move.
It's not true. I work
I
hard
fuck
for
with
this.
you, man. I
What
know
you
you do, man.
I work hard for this.
I
You know what a
man.
hush is? That's a gamer. I don't flash shit. You do you.
Yeah, blind one.
When
Oh,
you talk
fuck,
about
man.
this horror, man, that you can talk to me this way.
Oh man.
Well, here we go with that shit again. That's why it's called. All right, we're gonna move on to the next topic, okay, which is Nintendo, which I know that Fatal's been waiting for.
Oh yes.
Okay,
Oh, Lord
So-
Jesus.
let's get started.
The Mushroom Kingdom has done it again, huh?
Well,
Nintendo is a fucking
actually-
joke. I'm sorry.
I'm actually
How do
switching
you
this up. I'm actually switching this up because there's one topic I don't discuss on my channel enough, which is Nintendo. Okay, that's why I'm switching it up today. On here we go with that shit again. Okay, I felt hey, that's what here we go with the shit again is about. More shit. Okay, now Nintendo is the same company who just a few years ago that said online multiplayer and subscription service do more harm than good for the gaming. For gaming, okay?
They can kiss my
they had the nerve to come out with this garbage ass Nintendo Online, and I mean garbage ass. And I still can't believe, as trash as Nintendo Online has been over the years, they're charging their fan base for online without improving the service. All I got to say about that is this is actually, it's probably the smartest shit Nintendo ever did come up with. What? They get away with it. So
you know it's fucked up when you know it's dumb that they're doing, but it's actually genius at the same time. It's like, okay, our fan base is so fucking retarded. Let's just charge them anyway.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's basically what they're saying. Our fans are retarded.
That's why I said it's the smartest thing they ever did, because these people are going for it without any changes.
You know what? I'm gonna test this. Let's test this real quick. I'm gonna test this real quick in the fucking chat. All right, put a 1 in the chat for yes. Put a 2 in the chat for no. Do you or do you not? Actually, matter of fact, let me just fuck that. Do you use your Nintendo Switch to play multiplayer games online? I'm talking first party and third party. Do you use your Switch for that? Put a 1 for yes. Put a 2 for no. Look at the chat. That's gonna be the most telling fucking part about this fucking.
And shit. Put a 3 for I don't know what you're talking about. Duh.
I know why you gotta make a comment.
2 to 4 that you don't give a shit.
2, 1, 2, 2.
So we got more 2s then, right?
2.
Yeah, so
2.
4. Hell no. 2.
4. What the else? We didn't put 4 out there.
He said hell no for 4.
No.
So that's 2 2s.
So
4.
there you go. There you go, people. There you guys go. That's what I'm talking about. Nobody even games online on their fucking Switch, and they don't have no intention to game on fucking line for that fucking Switch.
Come on, Garuda.
And the sad part about it is this. The sad part about it is this. You still don't got proper fucking voice chat. You require your fucking phone. Let me tell you something. And I think we all can agree, and Nancy can definitely vouch for this. I can bet my channel on this and fucking leave. Like, it's that fucking simple. If Sony or Microsoft in particular did this shit, the internet would fucking collapse.
Of course.
Yeah, Microsoft was.
Didn't they do that last? Oh no, that's in-game voice.
Microsoft was going to do this, and then they dropped it because of so much backlash they would get.
Exactly. So again, the fact that they're even this is being swept on the rug, but the fact that people are even going, oh, you know what? For Nintendo, the DRM that's going on for the NES games, I mean, yeah, it's fine. Now, me personally, the reason why I said I have no problem with the DRM for the NES games, you technically don't own the NES games to begin with. You know what I'm saying? They're always online anyway, so it kind of makes sense for those. But again, if Nintendo wants to go the route of Microsoft, where they put it on physical media, I guarantee you these same little motherfuckers will be damn sure showing that shit. I guarantee.
Oh, we already know that.
The thing that's wrong with Nintendo is that if you don't check in, they're gonna erase your whole fucking cloud. No,
it ain't that. No. They you need to check in order to take advantage of the games and use the games and play the games. If you don't, then they'll not work.
Listen, I ain't checking in nowhere. I'm grown. I ain't a kid. I have to check in with my mama or daddy anytime. I'm a grown. I ain't checking in no motherfucking where.
Now, let's go. Let's do a little backtracking.
All right, before we backtrack, I want to say a couple more things, and then we can put it all together. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, because then I forget my thoughts. You guys make me forget my thoughts sometimes. Now, what I wanted to say is that to me, Nintendo was, and this is my opinion, okay? So nobody in the chat get crazy, all right? I'm telling you right now. But Nintendo was done to me after the GameCube and the Wii. After I had my fun with Super Mario Galaxy, Wii Bowling, Nintendo stepped on their own toes with all these gimmicks, okay? Mm-hmm. Real gamers ain't care for motion controls. Real gamers, and I'm getting crazy on this one, so I'm saying ain't, okay? Because they ain't listening, okay? Real gamers ain't care for the overpriced tablet controller for the Wii U, okay? I don't care who's having fun on the Switch. I really don't. The console has yet to give me a legit reason to own it. I'm not paying $300 or better just for Octopath or just to, play the Wii U re-releases. Okay, now to me, Nintendo pimping their fan base with this shit. They're pimping them. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a problem with it.
You guys like being called a bottom. That's basically what Nintendo
exactly.
You're a bottom.
But the reason why I'm saying they're pimping them because people were stupid enough to buy cardboard boxes from Nintendo.
Don't forget.
Why not?
Shit! Why'd you bring that up? Because you know they got another one coming out, right? It's vehicles.
Oh, yeah,
they
for some
why
cars.
not? But that's what I'm saying. Why not buy the online garbage? You know what I'm saying? Online shit. Nintendo.
No, but who needs online though? You got a fucking broomstick with a fucking controller on it.
Yeah, so you can shove it up your ass. Let it vibrate. You got a vibrator?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Really?
Well, he said it. He started it.
I just said it was a damn brewster. You talking about fucking? Oh god, you talking about penetration? What the fuck? God damn, I ain't saying nothing about penetration.
You know what's so funny?
I don't know. I would go from a fucking brewster to penetration.
Yeah, but you know what's so funny?
Because you said a broomstick, and most people talk about I'm gonna stick a broomstick up your ass when they get mad or
when they're this ain't orange is the new black. That's only in prison when motherfuckers say that shit.
Nah, but you know what's so funny? What I get from all of this, Nintendo Network.
Well, I ain't done yet, but go ahead. Get your thoughts out first. I see it the same way as remember when Microsoft did their little DRM project for the 360. So, with this whole Survive Together fiasco and this crossplay bullshit, what if Nintendo actually bought the 360 server to actually integrate it to their Nintendo servers? That's the funny part about it, because all this shit that's going on and how they're implementing all of this DRM bullshit, it was with the 360. So that makes me think that they have actually purchased the old ass 360 servers to implement into their fucking damn new.
What's sad right now though. If you look at the situation, you literally had more features. Yeah, you literally had more features though when the service was free. Now that the service costs, you have nothing. There's nothing free.
You really don't.
Nothing new. There's nothing new that they're offering at all. They're just saying, "Oh, you can just play your games now." Like, nigga.
And then you know what's so funny though? Half of these asshats that are on Twitter and everywhere in these social medias and forums, they're so fucking stupid. Like I gotta really say, you guys are so fucking stupid and so asinining in the head that Sony brings out a PlayStation 1 Classic system, and you guys gotta try to say that Sony fans are gonna get damage control. What? Damage control backwards compatibility when you motherfuckers pay $500 for an overhyped console that hasn't done shit for the company? Like, come on, let's be serious. With
the feature of cardboard, Carlos.
You got motherfuckers crying about that too. My dude was like, "Oh, Ryan, you're wrong. There won't be no Xbox One Mini. There won't be no Xbox 360 Mini because
what makes it
backwards compatibility." I'm like, you do realize, you stupid bitch, that this shit is made for fucking for younger audiences to have advantage of it. That's all it is.
You talking about the Mini?
Like the minis, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like
those minis are for collectors.
Exactly. Yes. I'm like, what are you talking about? And the thing is this though, even like, okay, if this PlayStation 1 mini does well, you already know what that's going to lead to, Tay. You already know what that's going to lead to. That's going to lead to a
PS2 one.
Exactly.
Hell yes.
You know what that is.
That's the one I would like.
That's exactly the one. You know what one I really want though? N64 mini. I'll get that one.
I'm down with that, Ryan. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I don't know if I want to fuck around with that center.
I would buy it just to have it in the room, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Just I would probably buy a Super Nintendo mini or fucking a GameCube mini. You never know. They just great shit like that. But that's what I'm talking about. That's what it's for. Just for nostalgia reasons. People really thinking this is the answer to backwards compatibility. This is not no answer to no backwards compatibility. Dude's just trying hard to downplay.
Yo, but once again. People in the panel, like everybody in the chat, everybody that's listening right now, what is the concept of buying a $500 console and then going on to play these fucking old ass games that look like dog shit and still play like dog shit even till this day and still brag about it like if it's some fucking new thing on the block. Like, come on, seriously, people.
It's the Wii U 2.0, Carlos. That's what it is. It's the Wii U 2.0 with more extended aspect of being able to take it on the go. But again, Nintendo right now, they have done nothing but show me that I don't want their console. There's nothing on their system right now outside from Bayonetta 3 that's coming on the horizon that's worth a purchase for that system.
Dude, most of the
Odyssey
shit come out for the Switch is just shit from the Wii U. It's mostly it.
Yeah.
It's port.
I don't give a fuck about
a Switch.
I don't give a fuck about the new goddamn fucking Odyssey. I don't care about the new Mario game. The new Mario game looks like fucking garbage to me. Breath of the Wild, # not my Zelda. The fucking Splatoon 2, okay, I played the first one. Do I really need to play the second one again? Do I really need to play the exact same thing outside from DLC that's overpriced? No, thank you. I'm good. Nintendo right now, like, until they give me a valid reason of giving me more new IPs and fucking third-party exclusives, man, then I might consider it. As of right now, they ain't got shit for me that I want to play right now.
That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying.
$20 a fucking year for a fucking online service. Let's be real here.
And to play some old ass
games. A dream, right? No, that sounds like a dream on paper. But when you lack just the simplest bare bones features, such as regular voice chat,
text messaging
or messaging. Now that right there alone,
without having to go
destroys the point of me wanting to invest in your network. Last time I checked, an online network is like a social network. You're talking to people, you're playing games, you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah,
that's what. And it's crazy. Sony touched on this, did they not, in 2013 when they showed off the app for PSN, the new app? The new PSN layout. They talked about how they showed that story where dude was had a thing for that girl who was playing Knack. Remember how she platinum Knack? He was commenting on her trophies and all that. Remember that?
Yeah.
They showed you the things you can do with PSN from that point forward, and that has become a staple. Nintendo is so far behind. They don't even have the basic bare bones features. Not even an achievement system.
Well,
I will say.
Now wait a second.
Turn that motherfucker on. Is look at what they're playing.
Ryan, I got a question for you.
Send
you read my mind because you didn't let me finish what I was saying. You just went and said what I was gonna say. You're bad. You listen. I'm the host of the show. Okay.
All right, man.
Let's get it correct. Yeah, I'm the hostess. Yeah, let me stop.
I'm just saying though, they lack the basics, and they're charging you money for the basics.
I was about to say that they're the only platform without an achievement system. They sit on all these good franchises. Don't use them. They don't use them. They release the best games. Listen, they release the best games for handheld and leave the gimmicks to the console.
Yo, does that make any sense to y'all too? Like, come on, let's be real. We know they're coming out with a full HD Mario game. Like, I mean, not Mario, Pokemon game. They did talk about that. Not the Pokemon EV thing, but the one that's coming on after. But don't you think a serious system seller would have been like a Pokemon Coliseum 2?
Yep.
You feel me? Where's the sense of like, I don't know, competition with them? Right. Where's the main stuff that people want? Where's the Kid Icaruses? Where's that?
Want that anymore. That's on the DS. Didn't they come out with a Kid Icarus?
Yeah, a handheld that's inferior to their main one.
Yep. See, that's what I've been saying. It's all in their handheld. I mean, I even got more stuff to say when it comes to Nintendo. I'm going to go back a little bit here, okay? Because I was one of those people who enjoyed the GameCube, and I'll tell you why. Because it had this, a lot of good first-party games. First parties, okay? It had the best version of Resident Evil 4. It had the ability to play all your Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games, okay? And the Nintendo fan base did not support the console. They didn't. They waited until Nintendo got some, I'm going to say, I'm going to get crazy now, okay? I am. That wiggly, woggly dildo with a sensor bar on a shitload of bad games. Okay? Still behind the times. Worst graphics of the 7th gen, no third party. I ain't done, but you guys can talk about that part first.
Nah, the move controllers is fun. What's funny as shit about those move controllers, Sony still found a way to make you pay for them again for the fucking VR. That's funny as shit. Like they were so trash back when we first saw them. Like, y'all remember the first prototypes we got at E3 where dudes just fucking around with it, like wasting time? Like, what is that shit?
One thing I'm going to say is that this company is just, I don't even know if I can say this, but I don't know, maybe just a few steps up from Microsoft, even a few steps behind. Okay, if you get my drift there. Okay, yeah. I mean, people bought this trash ass version of Doom for the Switch with sub HD sub HD resolutions. Okay,
that's where they're brilliant at, right? Like, even though they know they got a shitty online, a shitty network, X amount of things, right? They know how to sell the shit at a profit. Like all the shit they sell, they don't sell.
Yeah, they are selling like crack. Yeah, for sure.
That's the fucking crazy thing about it. Like, it's like they know their shit, but they don't give a fuck because they sell it.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, damn. One thing I do want to say,
they're just happy they're able to play something of that version.
Yeah, but one thing they don't get.
Like, let's say they put a whole bunch of like a big budget, like in fucking I don't know, Mario Kart. Let's say Mario Kart had like a decline this year or something like that. Even if they were to break even, they wouldn't give a shit because they will make it back tenfold. Like, that's how they feel.
All right, but what I'm saying is, I don't care what nobody says. My thing is the disrespect Nintendo has shown its fan base over the past decade should have been enough for people to stop fucking with them.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly. And then wait a minute. And then
I'm having a field day with this shit though.
And then I look at Nintendo online policy and how Nintendo told their users to sync their Nintendo Switch profiles. I was like, what? Yeah. This shit sounds exactly like what Microsoft was going to do earlier this generation. Nintendo even got the cloud saves, everything, everything now. No wonder Nintendo and Microsoft tried to pull this bullshit outrage against Sony over Fortnite.
Survive together, but get fucked together.
Exactly.
Hey, Robert, to vouch for Kratos brought like 6 Xbox One X's though, so technically he set himself up for that failure right there, because I know Craig knew about that, don't you?
Yeah. The thing about let me say that I've not said a word on this.
I know you do
not understand is that Nintendo knows their audience better than everybody on this panel. Period. So if they think and they know that they got people that's going to buy this, which has happened. Just like the Xbox or the PlayStation Mini, that thing is rolling out. People are reserving that thing. So the fact of the matter is people are bitching for nothing because Nintendo did their study. They figured out people will buy this now, and people bought it. The same way with PlayStation with their 500 million console, whatever they put that out, that thing was gone. And people were saying this is stupid, this is crazy. But guess what? They know things that we don't know. And they're just sitting back. If they were listening to this podcast about the people bitching about it, they're just laughing, counting their money. They're laughing. So if you do not want the Nintendo system, I don't blame you. You're a consumer. Don't buy it. Don't buy it.
Let's be real here. They've been laughing.
You know what? Wait. You know what? Though? They got a lot of cardboard money.
Oh, they got their money. It's just like if people think they're failing, why are independent analysts saying they're going to catch up and pass Microsoft in sales next year?
Yeah, they know they know how to sell. I mean, that's the main thing about it. We just said that. They know how to sell a product. They can sell you literally water at this point. If they can sell you cardboard, these motherfuckers sell you water.
They could probably sell. You know what they could probably sell you?
You realize Mario has his own cereal, right? Mario has his own cereal.
You know what? They're gonna next time they're gonna sell you mud pies. Y'all gonna make your own mud pies. They're Mario mud pies.
When I can talk to these folks. Just let me know when I can say something to these folks.
Go ahead.
Let me know.
Go ahead.
Let me know when.
You're biting.
You can't hear me?
No, he's like, I hear you, but you're biting. You're like biting out, like you're like cutting out, like mid-sentence.
Real bad.
Man, get out the office. Anyway, but yeah, they can sell you literally anything though, Craig. Like they've shown that. Like they can even sell you water bottles.
So I don't know why people are complaining. What Microsoft tried to do was they tried to force they tried to force something that wasn't there. Now the groundwork is laid. More people are streaming. More people are buying things off of Amazon. I mean, Amazon has a streaming service. Hulu's a streaming service. I mean, my God, Vudu. We got all these streaming services now.
It wasn't even about streaming, though, with Microsoft, though, Craig. Microsoft was just taking your overall freedom, period. They were justifying how you played and how you even connected.
Yeah, and they pay for it. They're still paying for it. I mean, but Nintendo, if people buy it, if this thing, I just saw somebody tweet out the Nintendo Online, whatever it was called, was sold out.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's
it was out of the online. Oh
so if it's sold out,
that's possible.
But if it's sold out
of the online.
Question. Can't you get on can't you just subscribe to the network on your damn Switch on the store?
Possibly. Yeah, but
apparently sell out of that.
That's kind of weird.
I don't know, but it's selling. Here's what I do know. It is selling.
Who the fuck is saying that?
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, but here's what I do know: it's selling, and people are bitching about it. So the people that sound stupid are the ones that are bitching because they're making money.
No, I don't know. Is there a surprise by that though, Craig? $20 for online for a year?
No, I'm not surprised. They do exactly
what average consumer. That's like literally a dream. What the fuck was that? Anyway, $20 a year is a dream. Yeah, $20 a year is a dream for somebody. But again, the problem is not the price. The problem is the fact that you were just lacking the bare minimum in terms of online infrastructure.
I wouldn't pay $20 for their online. It sucks.
Okay, but somebody did.
But I know you're right about that, though, Craig. I know what you're saying. You're saying that we might not buy it, but that does not mean somebody else would. And
you're right. I mean, somebody who went out and bought it, if they're happy with it, they're just going to look at you like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yep.
I'm not playing something to play with somebody online. And lagging.
You can't even communicate with them.
Yeah.
That's the sad part too. Like, I can't so much send you a message. It's like, dog, really?
Even if they didn't have the support to put it in voice to do voice, they could at least do text fucking messaging.
I mean,
it's not even worth.
They might one day.
How much shit did the Vita get though, bro? Remember the Vita got shit for X amount of things you could do, but the Vita can do voice chat.
I could text and voice chat with them.
Right, and you know what's even more sad too? They even took a feature away because the Wii U, you can send messages.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. So how is this an upgrade? I don't get it. Like it's crazy. They taking missteps.
They
taking missteps here.
And if it doesn't sell, it's a misstep. But if it sells, are the people who are screaming, "This is dog shit. This is stupid. I'm gonna do a podcast." They take an L, like people did with the Switch. People thought the Switch wasn't going to sell, was underpowered. Nobody was going to buy it. The thing came out, couldn't find one for 2 months. And so at least
I do remember that. Oh, you ain't got to remind me of that. I saw so many videos saying it was going.
Yeah. So again, if they were wrong, they were wrong about the cardboard stuff.
I mean, come on. Just look at the marketing of the Switch at first, right? Like you knew it was going to sell regardless. The way they marketed, like dude was on a plane, dude was on the basketball court, another dude was outside.
Obviously, that was I knew it would sell, but you had these numbers out of your mouth saying it was underpowered, saying it wasn't going to work. People want 4K, and then it proved them all wrong.
Yep.
So and this is going to prove people wrong again. I mean, again, they're going to keep making they know their audience. That's what I don't really understand about people. These companies.
I seriously want to see what exactly gets added now that they're charging you for this. Because remember, you had more in terms of features and stuff that was coming when it was free. Because they kept adding shit on it. Now that they're officially charging for it, they haven't really announced anything that is coming, nor have they even hinted at anything major is coming. So that's going to be interesting to see what exactly gets added to this service.
Why should they? Because
hold on. Why does everybody hate that?
No, I was just saying. Why would they add anything when you got schleps paying for the worst online service So why would they add anything else? They're going to be like, okay,
well,
we don't need to.
Too. People keep saying they're building upon the infrastructure, right? Like you hear this everywhere. I'm talking every podcast I went to. People say, well, they're building upon the infrastructure. Even Tay said it earlier in this one. It's like, listen, it goes like this. It goes as follows: $20 a year, right? That's 5 cents a day for you. I don't know what exactly can they possibly build for that, unless people are literally willingly spending $60 and buying 3 memberships a piece. I don't know what they're building upon.
Yeah, but you also got to realize one thing. Oh, by the way, I feel bad because Thrash, welcome. You're the one that's botting out. And because you were botting so bad, I thought it was Cortavius. So I apologize, Cortavius, for that. But one thing they got to realize. Nintendo is one of the only people too, no matter what game you have, and it could be 10 years old, you're still charging you $60 for it. That's where they're making the money.
Yeah.
Just their games don't. Yeah, but their games don't go down. You don't get breaks. You don't get sales. You don't get shit.
It's crazy. It's crazy to tell that they get away with that shit. Like they literally are selling you ports from the Wii U. Yep. If Sony was to do this, now Sony did do this, and Microsoft as well with remasters, right? We kind of got that with last gen, but Nintendo is literally just selling you ports from the Wii U that did not sell well, and they're still selling ridiculous
$60. Listen, Nintendo is the Disney of the gaming industry. Everything is based about nostalgic feelings, nostalgic effect, nostalgic cash grab, and that's where their emphasis is always going to be at. They know the demographics, they know the type of people that will go for their products. At the end of the day, Nintendo's going to make money regardless of what people think about it and how they go about it, and that's something that's never going to change with them. Now, on the fact that it is those features that we're stating that are actually that help improve the gaming online services for Nintendo, that would be a plus. But guess what? For those little features, now that $20 online feature will now become 25, 30, 35. You see what I'm trending to, right? It's gonna trend to a more of a higher substandard for them to cash grab whatever they can to improvise on the infrastructure.
No, man.
Well, let's have to wait and see.
Even when Sony started theirs, you could at least text message a motherfucker through the game.
Yeah, because remember, you got to remember, Sony had their PlayStation Network
on PS2.
On the PS2, they already had the infrastructure. They already had.
They just never.
They didn't have anything. They didn't have anything through their system.
No, we didn't have that. We didn't have all
but
that.
You could at least in a game, with every game you're playing, and that friend is playing that same game, you could at least contact that person.
Yeah, you could voice chat with the person
through that game.
You could voice chat,
not through your cell phone.
Yeah, but you know what But you know what, Thrash, you're right. You could, but what they did was they took away that was it Weverse, where you can't do that no more.
Yeah. Nope,
you can't do the Weverse no more, and type in shit and do all that shit. They took away Weverse. I mean, come on. The people communicated that way.
I think Nintendo dropped the ball with this one. With this shit, this is more. This is not even a positive consumer based kind of
like Neo GameSpark said it best.
This ain't even bitching. This stating facts.
Facts. Like Neo GameSpark said it perfect. He said, and I'm glad he said this. I'm glad a legit Nintendo dude said this. He said cheap does not always mean good, and I agree with him 110%. That doesn't mean cheap. It can be $5 a year. If this is what you're giving me, who the fuck wants to pay this shit?
Well, now
you don't have to buy it, and you can wait to see what it's going to be. That's what you should do anyway.
Yeah, but you saw what I said earlier, though, or you saw the chat earlier, and I can ask it again. Who uses their Switch to play games online? 1 for yes, 2 for no.
You're talking to the wrong audience.
I put this in every chat I go to, Craig. It's unanimous. Nobody's playing their Switches for online. They're just playing them for the first party.
I mean,
most of the people. No, I could tell you. Hey, Craig. Since I live in the New York area, I commute in the trains every single day. I can tell you pretty much the people that I have seen with the Switch, I have asked them the same question as Ryan, and they have unanimously told me the same exact answer. I only play Nintendo exclusives. I don't play multiplayer games because they do not entertain me as much as the single player experiences that I have on my Switch. There goes the answer.
Especially I understand that, but if all right, so if you're correct, then this should be an epic failure. We should know in 6 months. But if it succeeds, then what are you all gonna say?
No, we just gonna have to eat it up, bro. That's it. You take
the L,
bro.
Taking the L.
I mean, listen. Let's get this. Let's lay this. Hey, Craig, I'm glad you said it. Let's lay this out. Let's lay this on the table. Craig, let's lay this down on the table real quick. This is funny. This is real funny. When it comes to Nintendo, they know their audience like the back of their hand. We said it earlier. They know how to sell you shit at a high really at a high profit. They know how to sell you stuff. Look at what they did with the Labo. The game was not that much. There wasn't that much to the game. There wasn't that many mini games at all. And not even the cardboard. And they charged you $80 for that. They made their money back.
Was the only one that had more content than anything else.
Exactly. Well, like I said, if it succeeds and the people who said it failed or it was not going to work out, to take this, as long as you're going to man up or woman up and take the L, that's cool. Because it's
an imaginary letter that you're gonna take during these.
Yeah, you're gonna take an L.
Who would be scared of an L?
Because I heard a lot of people when the Switch came out. Well, look, I heard a lot of people when the Switch came out saying that it wasn't going to do well.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny as hell because when you see it,
I also thought it wasn't going to do well.
It's funny as hell. Because, I really want to see when the reaction videos come out to this online. I really want to see that. I know you know what I'm talking about, Craig. I want to see these reaction videos. I really want to see how people react.
You know what? You know why I think this one is going to succeed? Because fucking what's their fucking fighting game?
For the first time and forever,
Smash will be the first time. Will be the only time this shit will see any kind of good light. Activity period until Pokemon come out. And then that shit gonna boom for like another 6-7 months.
I want to address something.
So as long as they have those two games, and they're gonna make sure those two games are focused around that fucking online service. You already know they're gonna do that.
I mean, the third party. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just want to address something Craig said about what are you gonna say if the online goes well? Nothing, only because they sold cardboard well, so of course they're gonna sell it well. Cardboard. I mean, if a company can sell, next thing they're gonna be selling is
water bottles.
No. Listen. If they can sell cardboard, it's gonna be a Mario made out of shit.
Yeah, they probably would sell. I mean, my whole thing is that the companies know what the people are going to get, what they're not. It's like you've done podcasts. Everybody has on crossplay. Why Sony doesn't want crossplay?
Right.
You saw that, Carlos?
Yeah, the Xbox people running their mouth saying, well, they should do it. It's like, no, Sony knows their audience doesn't want it, or else they would have it already. So Nintendo knows something that a lot of people don't know.
Man, I kind of wish we all had a time machine and we can go to like alternate realities. I would have loved to see the fucking internet and the game industry crash if Sony announced this bullshit as their online service. That's what I would love to see. I would fucking love to see that shit. Yeah, because the shit is so fucking funny to me. It's so many motherfuckers who damage and show this shit. But they're giving you games.
You said it wrong. You said it wrong.
What?
That shit's funny to me.
No, because I'm not hard on this one, but I'm gonna be myself in this because like I'm not hard but that shit crazy. Because like,
no,
bro,
that's me. That's mine. Whoa. That's my shit. I said that for years.
Oh, here she go.
Hardy. Some explaining.
We got conflict, people. Hit that like button. We got conflict.
Go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
She gonna go silent. She gonna go silent in the chat. All right, well, anyway, like I was saying, like at the end of the day, if Sony would have did this shit, we would not hear the end of it. I'm talking, this shit would have gone on for generations and generations to come. This is how bad this shit is. No way of communicating with your friends online whatsoever. They're charging you money for this, and the fact that the only thing you get, the only pro that they claim is a pro, even though it's a con, is the fact that you can access your game in terms of network servers.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound like innovation whatsoever, people?
Not really.
Does that sound like something that you should be paying money for?
Not really.
Come on, I mean, I'm asking the whole chat. Does that sound like something you should be paying for?
Come on, you don't have to be scared.
Yeah, the chat dead. They know it's the facts. It's like, I can't defend this shit. How can you defend this shit?
Is that people gotta understand, man? You are the consumer. Your voice and your opinions counts, and your pockets count for everything that is being contributed to the audience. If you guys agree to everything that these companies sell you, then guess what? Shit will never change. It'll stay the same way. It'll be the same way for years to come. Until people start voicing out their opinions and talking with their pockets and saying, you know what, and we don't want to pay for online, we'd rather have it for free, that's when shit is going to change. But until then, it's not. It's always going to be the same debate, the same asinine individuals amping up the pot and heating up the kettle.
He said Cleopatra. He said if he had a time machine, he'd go see Cleopatra. I don't know, man. I saw some early pictures, like shit. I don't know. I don't think she was all that. I think she was all right.
You stupid.
Nah. What I'm saying, I'm saying, they claiming this chick had, had everything. She had the purple skin, the ass, and I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, that's a stick. That looks basic.
Nah, Nintendo ain't getting away with this one with me, Matador. They ain't getting away with this on at all. Right?
Nintendo all types of else for that shit. I'm sorry.
Nah, that Nintendo Switch is gonna be on the back burner. I feel sorry for my kid.
Don't we have Tokyo Game Show this week or something?
It's about to start here shortly.
Well, what time does it start?
I think somebody tweeted it to me. Let me double check the tweet.
Is it today or tomorrow? I don't freaking go.
Well, I think I'm not for sure.
That's a good question. When is it, today or tomorrow?
All right, guys. I'm gonna move on. I got one more topic before we open up the floor, and I'm gonna move on. But I'm gonna ask. Would you hush up, boy? Hush up.
Rudy got me fucked. They said Cleopatra had headbutt.
Stop. All right. What I'm saying, before anybody interrupts me, this is kind of a roast here, okay? So let me get out my shit.
Go ahead. I'm quiet. I'm muting myself. You got it.
You ain't gonna mute yourself because I know you can't keep quiet, right? You need to stop lying. 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 All right, but this is a roast. This is a slight roast here, okay? And then you guys can jump in. I just want to get it off because I got so much shit I want to say. If you interrupt me, then I may forget what I'm gonna do here. Okay, so here we go. Okay, and I know you Xbots are gonna get mad, but fuck you. Okay, fuck you. All right, that's all I got to say. No, in fact, the person I'm gonna roast, he probably fucking you. So yeah, go get fucked by him. But anyway, let's get started. Aaron Greenberg just took the cake this week, saying more dumb shit. Aaron Greenberg at this point is a BGST spokesperson. I have a pic of this guy pointing at a crap gamer t-shirt dressed like a pirate in Sea of Thieves with the Kraken lagging, okay? And of course, he gotta have the worst fucking tweets out on the Xbox executives. And of all of them, he got the worst fucking tweets, okay? Now, I need see, stop giggling in my ear because you're gonna make me laugh, and I can't do it. Stop. Who giggling in my ear? Anyway, he needs to sit his triple value meal ass down and wipe that sweat off his old stank ass forehead. All right, it's one thing Aaron Greenberg used to do because his forehead look like a stank. It really does, along with a lot of other shit that comes with him. Okay. I'm really getting tired of these grown ass men, the Xbox community, and grown ass men working at Xbox, trying to be hip. But you know what? They ain't hip. At the same time, they're blowing out the hips. They're so fucking old. Sit your ass down. Seriously.
Facts.
And Aaron Greenberg makes me twinge. Old Mr. Potato Head in a penis outfit looking ass. All right? Sit your ass down somewhere. Seriously. Now, I get it. He's for Xbox and he gotta get behind his product. Woo! Go green! I get that. Okay, I get that. But his way of getting behind the Xbox is getting behind the people on Twitter, the bots. So you know what he's doing? He's getting behind. He's getting some. All right. So anyway, let me stop. It's reminding people that it's a 4K console, and if they're going to sell the Xbox One at all, we heard him say this speech at E3. We heard it again with no exclusives come out. We see it every time dealer tweet out games at 4K 60 frames per second, but then Digital Foundry proves him wrong. I think Aaron Greenberg, excuse me. Oh, I need something to drink. Woo, I got crazy there. Hold on. That's what I do. I think Aaron Greenberg, one of those Xbox fanboys who still think the only reason PS4 won a generation is based on resolution. Are you serious? Woo! That's funny. But they won based on games. Asshole. Sit your fat old ass down before you throw out your hip again. All right?
Well.
And years later, wait, I'm almost
won
done.
the war. Oh, go ahead. No.
No, last part. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Yeah, mute yourself, Brian. Mute yourself. You coming in here
Welcome
already?
back,
I ain't
Thrash.
done yet. And years later, we still got the Vanilla 4 spanking the ass of the Xbox One. Every time Xbox try to show out, Sony gets up from the sofa and tells them, "Hold my beer, bitch." Okay. Now they got so-called 4K console that can't outperform a vanilla console, but of course, there's one of the talking points he hiding behind. And this one will say, "Boy, if you don't sit your ass down with all that garbage ass inside Xbox show, we're not looking at Xbox One until Gears 5 come out." You hear me, boy? You hear me? So sit your fat ass down.
Pretty good.
And this is right. And this is right back to PS4 when we beat that game. And then what happens? We go right back to the PS4 when we beat that game. So there you go. There you go. I had to roast his ass.
Forza does look good.
I don't care about no Forza.
You don't like racing games?
I don't mind them, but I'm tired. But I'm tired of Xbox. Is that everybody sings Halo, Gears, and Forza? Halo, Gears, and Forza. The only one. If I got to pick between Gears and Forza, I'm picking Gears.
Yeah. I can agree with that. I
played on PC, so yeah, I agree.
But I did my roast. He needs to sit his old stinking forehead ass down, his triple meal ass down. He needs to sit down. He's throwing out his hip. You know, I got a picture. I posted it. He pointing to somebody. He's dressed like a pirate from the Kraken is lacking, and he's pointing at a Crack Gamers t-shirt. What?
Oh Lord.
So he stands behind his product. No, he stands behind the Xbox on Twitter, and you know what he's doing. Boinkity boinkity boink.
Right.
He ain't in the Oval Office trying to make something happen.
All right. Well, so I stand behind you.
You guys go ahead and tell what you want to say, because I'm done talking, because I think I roasted him good enough.
All right. I stand behind the Xbox product, something that you clearly cannot do, because I'm a true person. So this is what I'm gonna do in honor of my Xbox gamers.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
Yo, get it twisted.
I got a question for you then. You stand behind Aaron Greenberg. I got a question for him though. Wait a minute, guys.
Nah, you gonna listen to this. Hold up.
No, I got a question.
Hold up. We can't get far. Hold up.
I gotta ask you, stand behind Aaron Greenberg too?
Nah, man. Not that cheeseburger eating bastard. Nah, man. We don't.
Nah, turn that show. There you go. I represent my account. There you go.
No, but are you gonna stand behind Aaron Greenberg too?
The fuck I look like? I can't fit behind them.
Hold on, let's see if Thrash still biting though.
Yo, Thrash, come on, say your piece, bro.
Come on, Thrash.
I'm almost at the house. Niggas don't even trip. I'm almost. Give me 5 minutes.
All right, we'll let everybody else go. We'll let everybody else go, and then we'll have Thrash do it.
So I gotta.
You got Thrash. You got 3 minutes to get there, but don't get a ticket, and we'll let everybody else go first. All right.
Next, gonna give it to you.
All right, so let me say my part.
Go ahead.
A roast is in session for all these supposed gamers, but they're not gamers by choice. They're just has-beens. This goes out to Colt Eastwood, Dealer Gaming, Crap Gamer, D-Back, MP Bruh, all these individuals that are on YouTube trying to, just talk mad shit about Sony. Hold these nuts. Literally, hold them, cuff them, do whatever you need to do, because it makes no sense what you guys are trying to do. You're just playing the fiddler to nobody's tune. Number 2, let's get this quite clear. It doesn't matter what kind of system the person prefers to play, especially to these Xbots on Twitter. It does not matter, and I'm talking to every Xbot in general, even the ones in Brazil. You dudes need to stop clowning around. Stop trying to act like, since you support an American product that is one of the best products on the planet, the sales say otherwise. So why Sony's on top, Xbox is on the bottom. Number 3, which is one of my favorites. If you can't take the heat, man, stay out the kitchen. I troll for real on Twitter because it's fun to me. I troll the shit out of Xbox fans, because you guys are of every fucking known joke in gaming. You guys got to be ashamed of yourselves, especially dudes like Hebot, Gaming Legal, or Legal Gaming, or whatever the hell. These dudes got so many different dumb-ass Twitter thread handles that you can't even help but to make fun of them because of how and feeble-minded these dudes are. So, to all you nunces, I give you the big F you and the donkeys of the century for being the most dumbest individuals in gaming, period. Roast is in session.
So, Carlos, so what do you think about Aaron Greenberg and his shit?
Greenberg, come on, man. When you got advertisement on Burger King for burgers, advertising Game Pass. What else you want me to say, man? You need a little bit extra cheese for the content, right? Because that's exactly what they need every time they try to say that the Xbox is the best place to play. But you're trying to take the slogan from Sony, who's actually saying the best place to play or greatness awaits. It's for a reason that Sony uses that slogan, because all gamers individually make PlayStation a great place to play. All individual gamers that game on Sony are actually playing. All gamers that are on Sony are actually achieving and striding for better things in gaming in general, while you Xbox dudes are just thriving to be salty, bitter, middle-aged men with receding hairlines, trying to act like you're 25 and 26, with no ass getting habits, and try to act like you gangster on Twitter. Like, my mans, it's not your scene, man. I'm fucking 35 years old. Yes, I'm bald-headed, but I act my age and I move my swag how my character is. I'm a gamer by choice, and I say it with feeling, because you know what? I've been gaming for 29 plus years on this god green earth, and I enjoy every single minute of it because it's entertainment. I don't take it serious when you guys try to ridicule my lopsided hat, Tim Dog. I don't take it disrespectful towards my demeanor because I know what I have. I have a wife, I have kids, and gaming is just a hobby. It's not that serious. But you guys, on the other hand, you guys go to Best Buys to stalk people. You guys go to GameStop to try to tell people what to buy and how to buy it and to support the American product. But when it comes to overall common sense, you guys lack that very much and truly. So, with that being said, step your nut games up, bros, and come and just stop being a fanboy. That shit is played out already. Being a fanboy in 2018 doesn't cut it no more. We're grown men. We're supposed to be leading by example for the younger generation to actually enjoy this hobby and not create a false pretense console war that doesn't make any sense. Because that's all you're doing. You're creating an atmosphere where the younger generation is not going to enjoy gaming. Everything is going to be about my console is better than yours. No, how about this? Let me go to your crib. Let's chill. Let's hang out and let's play the games that you have. And then you can come to my house and play the games that I have. Let's try to create that kind of atmosphere in gaming this fucking generation so that the next generation and these developers can actually take these people, these younger generations, and use their insightfulness, their imagination, everything that is being brought forth to them, and use it for the betterment of gaming and not for the worse. With that being said, man, gamer by choice, not by trend, and that's all I have to say.
I got one question for you, Carlos. You were talking about, they said buy American, right? Yeah, Microsoft is an American company, but where are a lot of those parts built? Not here in America. So it's not completely an American product. Not an American product. It's not built here.
That's American, that has an American name on it.
But what I'm saying is Microsoft is an American company, but everything that goes into Microsoft is not built here. So you can't say it's an American product because it's not built here. The company is American. If you want to support Americans, then why don't you let Americans build it?
And that's where the problem is at with these dudes. They got to learn the history of marketing and manufacturing.
Yep.
They got to learn the history behind making a product and selling it to an overall audience where it actually sells for them and it actually benefits them to make it cheaper for them to even attain any kind of profitability when it comes to that product. But these dudes don't understand that. They just want to say, oh, I invested into Microsoft. I got my investments in Microsoft. Motherfucker, do you understand? You only are a corporate shareholder of only not even 1% of Microsoft. You're like in the lower, least the common denominator in that pool. There are more millions of dollars than you simps, and they're actually more upfront and are the first ones to be told, hey, listen, these are the products that we're selling to the overall audience. While you pretend net worthers and all these pretend want to be NASDAQ analysis on YouTube, especially on Dealer Gaming's channel, listen up, man. Get your head out your ass and start talking about positive things. Don't talk about negative things about Sony, because Sony has done more positive things for gaming than so has Xbox. Plain and simple. And the fans reflect everything wrong with what's wrong with gaming, especially on Xbox, because these dudes always find a way to throw shade at anything that's positive that's going on for Sony. Xbox, no, because Xbox is the only things that Xbox has actually provided right now, and that I give them props for doing, is that controller for the disabled people, for people that can game and have physical impediments to play games. I give them props for that. But overall, everything else is hot garbage, man. It's pure garbage. Microsoft has not done anything to improve the gamer to gamer relationship.
Actually, Carlos, they have. They developed the greaseless controller. Because you know
I
what they
think
do? What they do
didn't
is they sit there and they sit there and watch Aaron Greenberg and what's his face, Phil Spencer, and they sit there and they got grease on their hands, okay, and they jerk each other off
Oh
the
my
controllers
God.
don't get greasy, and their controllers don't get greasy anymore. They don't have to clean them no more. They grease the controllers. So they did develop that, so they don't have to they don't have to put out money for sanitary wipes and shit to clean the shit off. So let me stop.
That too. But there's so many little positive things that we can say about the Xbox brand in terms of overall gamer to gamer relationship. Like I can't really have a conversation with an Xbox fan without them saying that they're
Hold on, there. After I get off of here, this shit almost done.
Yeah.
There's never a moment where I can actually have that I can actually sit down and have a conversation. Just like your boy Keith Rash. Me and Keith Rash, we had conversations about gaming. We don't agree with everything, but we don't go after each other and saying that, oh, you're stupid because of this, you're dumb because of that. No, I agree with certain things that Keith Rash likes, and there are other things that I agree for myself. And that's where the whole reality of this whole shit is supposed to be at. It's not agree to agree. It's agree to disagree and then come to a mutual understanding of one another.
Go ahead, Thrash.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Here I come. No, that's me. My bad. I'm here. I'm looking for
no. All right, we can hear you now. So I'm glad that you're in the house and speak your piece on what I said in the roast I did. Speak your piece.
Living my best life.
Oh Lord.
I didn't get to hear much of it. I know you was clowning Phil Spencer or somebody?
I roasted Aaron Greenberg for pointing out a T-shirt that somebody else was wearing. It was Crap Gamers T-shirt and all the dumb shit he's been saying and how basically he's an asshole. He's an asswipe.
Who was he? Wait, so he was on Crap Gamers' side?
No, he took a picture with somebody. Wait. He took a picture with somebody that bought Crap Gamer shirt, and he was dressed as a pirate from Sea of Thieves. Where the Kraken is lacking, so he lacking, and he was pointing at the T-shirt.
Wow. Hey.
And I said, he stands behind people. He don't stand behind his product because if he did, he wouldn't be standing behind Crap Gamer. And he's doing boink 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 whatever.
Right. Of course. I mean, this whole scenario is a joke, though. You know what I'm saying? Like looking at everything that's going on with this generation, it seems like it's a busted ass joke. These executives want to fit in with gamers, and gamers want to fit in with executives. It's fucking shit up. Like motherfuckers need to learn their place and shit. Like.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers keep on trying to give advice and talking about, oh, this is good for Microsoft's financial. Like, oh, Xbox made this much, bitch. It made the money off of your dumb ass. Like, you should be worried about what they giving you. Like, you just happy they took your money and didn't give you shit back. Like, it's motherfuckers done lost their place in reality. You know what I'm saying? As far as who we are, we got to remember that we gamers at the end of the day. We not financial, you know what I'm saying, planners and shit like that. We don't give a fuck about that. Half of these motherfuckers think, oh, Microsoft made this much in revenue. I'm telling these niggas that revenue don't mean shit, dumbass. It's all about profit. Revenue is just what you got back. It don't count what you spent, you stupid ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just people not really realizing what's going on with it. So when Aaron Greenberg is doing this shit, sitting with some little nigga or with some trying to connect with us gamers and act like he a gamer. That's just the nigga that's trying to make money off of us gamers, trying to say he's cool. That's the only reason why people accepted, well, Xbox niggas accept Phil Spencer the way they do, is because he tried to fit in. He fit in. He got followers on Twitter and shit. Like he just posting selfies or some damn shit. This nigga posts commercials. You know what I'm saying? Like it's and that's with every company. I'm not even saying just Microsoft, but they are the best at it because that's the American trend right now. Is to be on Twitter saying anything, talking about shit.
Yeah, like, but Thrash, one thing, what you're saying, don't you agree that executives should not be talking to like these stupid fucking fanboys who just bleed green and actually be in their office trying to create something better for the system instead of, I mean, I don't understand interacting with your fans, but you should have a department, a promotional department that does that for you. You should be in the office developing, and creating new things and talking to developers and doing that. Am I right?
You right, but then you're talking like a customer, and Microsoft don't want you talking like a customer. They don't want you thinking that way. They don't want you thinking that they should be working to make you happy to own the console or give you a reason to even buy it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you thinking that way. They want you believing that they're cool with you, they're one of you, and because they're one of you, I'm gonna pay for a subscription.
Listen, I'm paying you. Your ass is getting paid that much motherfucking money. No, sit down, do some goddamn work. You're getting paid over 100 grand a goddamn year. Sit your fucking ass in that office and do some goddamn work and get off Twitter.
Think about it though, Titan. Think about it. That's work. Them having to work for you to pay them, other than them not having to work for you to pay them. They don't want to. They don't want to have to do shit. It's clear. This generation can't nobody deny it. All they did was Gears Forza Halo, and then bragged about third-party games that they don't even make. You know what I'm saying? They made a console just to take advantage of third-party games because they don't want to work to bring the best games that they could for that console. That's why we're never going to see the Xbox One X at its full potential, because they refuse to make games for it. You know what I'm saying? Because why? We have the best third-party games sometimes, most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
According to them, they got the best multi-plat games.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, according to them, but like they have the specs, so they have a reason to say what they say, right? And people starting to believe that resolution, and Sony has a part in this too, to where they have people thinking that resolution ain't pretty. You know what I'm saying? When it really fucking doesn't. 4K didn't make PUBG look any better, didn't make Super Luggage Tale interesting. It didn't, and not being in 4K didn't mean that God of War was trash and Spider-Man was trash. They're not 4K, but they're some of the best games out there. Zelda is like 720p, and it's like game of the fucking year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they got gamers mixed up, but it's easier this way. It's easier for these companies this way to not really have to work. All I got to do is make my numbers higher than the other company, and bam, we won. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, it's not even, they don't even care about winning. They're not even lying about that. They don't care about winning. They just care about getting more subscriptions. People don't count subscriptions as a win. They count console sales as a win.
Engagement numbers.
That's what they want. That's what they want.
But
and as far as that Nintendo,
because Phil said that. He said that this gen they're because they've already lost because PS4 is sold 2-1 to them. Right. They all they're worried about is maintaining, and the only way they can maintain is with that subscription shit.
Subscription shit. Yeah. I mean, Xbox itself as a console is losing money. Xbox One X, they don't want to talk about how much money they actually lost due to that console. But what they are going to talk about is how much subscriptions they got. And then people think automatically, when you hear Xbox Live, you automatically think Xbox, when really you can get Xbox Live on a cell phone and everywhere goddamn else that Minecraft hooked them up with. Even now on the motherfucking Switch. That's their goal, is to get Xbox Live everywhere. As many, and he said this numerous times. It's not me talking, it's them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's their goal. Their goal and their vision for Xbox is to have everybody be able to play. So it's like that's what they want. And to speak on this Nintendo shit, because I was in the car sitting patient, botting, wanting to say. You know
you were bot bad.
Let me tell you ponies something. Look, let me make sure that you ponies understand and hear me when I speak. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
First of all,
put the gospel out.
First of all, we cannot call this trash without even fucking using it. The shit is only a day old. All right. That's number one. Number two, you got to understand this is Nintendo's first steps. Now, if you think that it's not progress for them to have their first steps, I would implore you to go back to the PS3 days and look at PlayStation's first steps, look at Xbox's first steps, and then you will see all types of fuck ups and bullshits and no chats and no texts. You know what I'm saying? Back in them days too, you got to be able to let Nintendo grow up like everybody else. You can't just drop into something. Nintendo didn't never have this infrastructure, didn't ever have an online like super mode to where they got subscription and paying and all that. They knew to it. I mean, when Microsoft first did they shit, right? I mean, Dreamcast was the first system to actually have online play, right? First console. Yeah. And Microsoft came and made you pay for that shit, right? Not only did they make you pay for that shit, they had paywalls in front of every goddamn thing. Everything. And now it was fucked off, and it's still fucked off. We still got paywalls in front of free-to-play games and paywall in front of what super chatting and shit, chatting on the motherfucking. We still have paywall. We still have to pay now to do some free shit. You know what I'm saying? That's already fucked off. And PlayStation shit, I mean, they shit drop all the time. You can only have 8 people in there, but at the end of the day, I think Sony shit is best simply because you ain't really got to pay much to use. All you got to do is pay PSN. You ain't got to pay PSN. You ain't got to have PSN to talk to your homies or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? You automatically got the cloud shit. Sony has this shit set up nice. Xbox would if they wouldn't be so greedy.
Yeah, because I used to talk to my homies through the PSP when I was working for Schneider and I always on the road, and I used to talk to them with PSP.
Oh, I returned. What I miss? What's up?
You ain't missed nothing.
What you didn't go nowhere. You were just acting crazy.
Nah, I was downstairs. What's up? What I miss?
I was in the middle. I was in the middle of educating. I was in the middle of educating. That's all that is. On the whole Nintendo thing, I definitely want to talk about the PS1 shit too. Man.
Wait, what about the Nintendo thing? Did you say
the Nintendo thing is niggas need to let them motherfuckers grow up. It's stupid right now, yes, but every console was stupid when they first came out with they shit. We can't just sit there and expect the one company who actually innovates for gaming to expect them to do this mainstream shit that these other people have been doing for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's been copying these niggas.
Okay.
Everybody's been copying.
This. Nobody's got a problem.
Hold on, Ryan. Let him finish, Ryan. Let him finish.
Okay. Nobody's got
a problem. He ain't been able to talk because of the mic.
All day. Let me get this on real quick, and then y'all can refute everything. All I'm saying is that it's the same argument as it was before with the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch is successful, yes, right? Nobody can deny it's successful. It fucking is. You can't say shit about it. The people are buying it, but the people that the Nintendo Switch is aimed at are people who don't give 2 fucks about mainstream nothing, not graphics, not resolution, not frames per second, not free games on the PS Plus, not chatting, not texting. They don't give a fuck. They don't give 2 fucks. They don't. If they did, then Nintendo would have been a fucking failure. They don't give a fuck. Believe it or not, Nintendo has the biggest user base in all of gaming, my nigga. You don't believe me? Just go look at the shit. Just go look at the Wii. The Wii should have never sold as much as it did, but it did because it communicates. The thing with the Switch is now they're mixing in with the console niggas and putting them 2 shits together, giving them the biggest opening in gaming history. The first time it's ever been done. They know what they're doing. They might be doing it wrong because they don't know what the fuck they're doing as far as this internet shit, but they know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get everybody mainstream up in some shit. Yeah, it's like I said, it's dumb. I agree. The whole cloud shit and you gotta be on for 5 days and all dumb shit. The chat shit I can understand. The chat, all that. But it's. I mean, think about it like this: Nintendo NES games. Every time you played an NES game back in the day, when you turned that shit off, it was erased unless you had some kind of code to put in. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like this shit ain't nothing new. I could see if it was for everything else, but it's just for the NES games. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is already normal anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but it is dumb. But it is dumb. Yeah. It is dumb though. They should actually give you the feature to keep your shit. They should, but I'm just saying it's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? We expect these games like needing save points. These games were made not to have save points. You know what I'm saying? Because they were built not to have them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like not really a super big deal. Get your gaming skills up. I don't see nobody here finna give a fuck about saving Mario. You're gonna play that from the beginning, go to a warp, and then call it a goddamn day. That's what you're gonna do. That's what you've always done. So it's like, it's dumb, but it's also bad to see gamers talking down on something that when Nintendo is actually trying to do shit instead of Microsoft not doing shit at all. At least these niggas are trying. They might be fumbling, they might be fucking up, but these motherfuckers are trying. You cannot deny that these motherfuckers are at least trying. Microsoft didn't change. They did. They are trying. So you got to give them that benefit of the doubt. Everybody fumbles in the beginning. Everybody. They don't have text, fine. They also have the most kids in gaming. So we're gonna have what parent is gonna be comfortable with their kids texting strangers, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? It's like you got that's weird ass Nintendo niggas, and you got some little kids playing it at the same time. What's that wrestling nigga name? That nigga look like he'll text a kid. You know what I'm saying? It's like parents. They don't want parents to be uncomfortable because that's their lifeblood. You know what I'm saying? I thought this shit all the way through, nigga. That's their lifeblood, my nigga. Kids and Nintendo, that's their lifeblood. Nintendo are the gateway drug to PlayStation and Xbox per se. You know what I'm saying? It's the training wheels of gaming. You know what I'm saying? And what happens when one day somebody is talking to a kid on a Nintendo? Now Nintendo got to deal with all this crazy ass shit about not, you know what I'm saying, parents not wanting to get it for their kids because there's pedophiles out there trying to talk to kids. It's all type of different shit going on that y'all got to realize. Nintendo ain't like Xbox and PlayStation. It's older and wiser than Xbox and PlayStation. The PlayStation is aimed at adults, to teens to adults, and Xbox is aimed at and dumb people. That is it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no two ways about this shit. So of course everybody gonna video chat. We playing Call of Duty. What you gonna video chat or chat on Nintendo? Nigga, Mario Kart? What the fuck? Oh, I'm in first now. That's what you gonna hear? You don't gotta communicate. You need to communicate in Call of Duty, my nigga. Like what you gonna communicate with in that, nigga? I mean, like, hey, Princess Peach, throw me a mushroom, nigga. Like, I'm just saying it's two different levels to this shit that we forgetting that Nintendo isn't like Xbox. Nintendo isn't like PlayStation. Nintendo sold cardboard more than what game was it? He came out the same fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas sold cardboard with no problem because they're aimed at children, not us. It's aimed at kids. The Nintendo was aimed at us when we were younger. As we got older, they stayed younger. We outgrew it, but that's all by design because there will always be kids. As long as we stay fucking, it'll always be kids. And kids will buy shit without thinking. Parents will buy their kids shit before they buy themselves. There are broke people out here who don't got motherfucking J's and shit, but their kid got all the fucking systems in the world. They know this shit. Parents don't buy shit, kids buy shit. I mean, kids don't buy shit, parents buy shit. So they need the parents to feel safe to buy it for their children. That's what it is. It's that we misunderstanding what the fucking whole situation is. As far as PS1 goes, though, that shit too motherfucking expensive, $99. I don't give two fucks when nobody say I could take $99, go get me a fucking a regular PlayStation and get about 20 motherfucking games with $99 motherfucking dollars, probably more than 20 games. You know what I'm saying? And also the DualShock controller did not come out. Where Foxy at? Because that nigga, y'all niggas, you Ryan and Foxy. I was watching Foxy shit. And he said that the DualShock, y'all saying the DualShock. No disrespect.
I let him bury.
That's my nigga. But I was like, the DualShock came out on PS1. It came out PS1.
I let him go about his route because he was talking about cannibalism. I would just let him have the floor. I ain't got to say nothing.
Saying the DualShock came out with the PS1, but it didn't launch with the PS1. The DualShock came. It wasn't even called DualShock. It was called something else. Yeah, it came out with it was DualShock. It was DualShock. It came out later. It came out with. Yeah, it did. It came out with Ape Escape. It came out like mid-gen. Yeah, it came out the middle of the PS1. It was a, but it, you know what I'm saying.
Day one, you had the basic with no analog sticks.
No, for sure. And plus, people asking for DualShocks with the system is just dumb too. The system wasn't born with it.
You're going old school. They're not going back that. Yeah, they're going.
Yeah, they're not. None of the 20 games they're going to have is going to take advantage of the analog sticks. The analog sticks wasn't taking advantage of until the middle of the generation.
All right. Well, you done with your point about interjet real quick?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Say your shit.
Now, last time I checked, a multiplayer network, which is what Nintendo is charging you for, right? It's a social platform. For the most part, you interact with gamers through numerous ways, through messages, voice chat. You show your achievements, X amount of things. Nintendo is charging you this, whatever. Whose microphone is that? Goddamn. Oh
mine. Carlos.
Hey, Carlos, which mic, bro?
All right.
Somebody breathing in the mic.
Yeah, like a lot of feedback.
That nigga got excited. Nigga, like, damn.
Nah, he probably at work.
Heavy breathing.
Shit.
I was switching over from the iPad to my phone. Shit was dying.
Yeah, just mute first. Why you doing? Just mute because I can get this point across. Anyway, yeah, let me know I'll go when you're done. All right. Anyway, so a multiplayer network is, a social platform. You interact with people via voice chat, messages, achievements, X amount of things, your feed, whatever you see. That's what you do in a multiplayer environment. When Nintendo is charging you, they lack pretty much everything. There's no voice chat. There's no messages. There's nothing of that nature for Nintendo at all. Nintendo is lacking the bare minimum when it comes to simply interacting with their fans, and they're charging you a yearly subscription for it. Now, as far as you saying that it takes investment, right, for them to build upon that, Nintendo is the wealthiest company out here in terms of gaming. They could have easily put a good amount of money into this service, and then you would pay for it yearly for them, so they can get their costs back. They could have built the network where you could have had messages, where they could have had, voice chat, X amount of things, cross game chat. They don't have these things on the Nintendo network because they are incompetent. They refuse to evolve. As far as PlayStation is concerned, PlayStation is not catered to just adults, catered to everybody. They have games for every particular category. For everybody. Xbox, you can just put a big ass question mark. I don't know what the fuck that's scared to.
Name me how many
Nintendo again. No, I'm not done yet. Nintendo again, in terms of who they cater to. Many people will say kids because they have that kiddie presence, but they do have games that cater to everybody else. So really, it's all over the place. Nintendo is competent in terms of their first parties too. They know how to create first party games. They know how to sell a product. That's not something that's new. We know this. Nintendo never sells a product at a loss. They always sell something at legit profit. You never see nothing with a discount with Nintendo because they know how to sell a product. They're smart about it. But again, that is no excuse whatsoever for them to cut corners and cut the bare minimum. If a PlayStation Vita has more features such as voice chat, cross-game chat, X amount of things over a Switch in 2018, and I need a cell phone app to do that sort of thing on a new next-gen console, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. And it's not worth no yearly subscription.
Hold on, let me say something on that. As far as the Vita thing, right? The Vita argument is valid as fuck. What people don't realize, I guess, niggas looking at the whole picture or see or know the facts of the whole Vita thing is that the Vita was already on a network that was already there for Sony. They just joined the same network. That's why the Vita could talk to a PS4 seamlessly because it's the same exact network. That's why the trophies on the Vita connects with the trophies on the PS3 to PS4
same thing can be said about the Switch. The same thing can be said about the Switch. The Switch could have been on a network that was already built and ready to go, and you would have been charged a higher price for online. What are you talking about?
But they didn't have one. Nintendo didn't have one.
And whose problem is that? That's not a you problem. That's a Nintendo problem. Okay, then, so there's no excuse. Nintendo
but it's not their problem no more. They're working on it though. Like,
I know how is that not a problem? They don't even have achievement support in 2018. That is a problem. There is no message. Okay. This is how I'm gonna knock this fact clear out the water. What did they do? Okay, let me knock this point out here and completely destroy this topic. At the start of the Nintendo Switch, what did they show in the Nintendo Switch trailer? Because I can bring it up. They showed MLG teams, did they not?
MLG teams, what's that?
For Splatoon, remember they catered. They said that the Switch is pretty much an MOG type of thing they're working on. Remember that?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Last time I checked, an MOG team needs what to communicate?
What do you mean?
What does the MOG team need in terms of communication?
Nigga, they need to communicate. What do you mean? What, online infrastructure?
In terms of online infrastructure, what do they need?
Okay.
What do they need? What do they need?
They need an online infrastructure that they don't have. That's why they're making you use cell phones.
They need voice chat.
Okay.
X amount of things. So they can communicate, so they can go out there and go for the win.
How do you make a voice chat?
Does not have that. They have not built upon that, nor they shown anything whatsoever that hints at that. You're missing the point.
I know the point.
You're missing the point. You're missing the point. Because even before you started to pay for this, you were getting more before you had to pay for it. There is nothing. They're not adding anything towards this. Nothing.
You don't want me to fuck up your point, my nigga. Like I said earlier, my nigga.
Fuck up my point. How? There's nothing.
Let me say it, nigga. Relax. I ain't dealing, nigga. Relax.
Go.
Let me tell you what it is. Let me tell you what
it
it is. You know what I'm saying? I got facts. I don't know what dealer we came to the table with, nigga. Look, I'm telling you like this. Like I told you. I'm talking about you and your dealer debate shit, nigga. Like, I ain't dealing. I got.
He liked that. He liked that.
I'm not talking
back. He liked that though. He liked that dealer debate.
Like what? No, I mean it was just a debate. I thought it was weird to debate.
No, I'm talking about 2018. I know.
No, I mean just saying you can't debate lies. You know what I'm saying? It's a lie. It's stupid. I don't know why he came to the table. What I'm saying is I'm not him. I got my facts. Like you gotta understand. Like I said, Nintendo is based on children. If they're just now making their shit, they need to have some of the best security to make sure that nobody is talking to these kids in some kind of foul way. You know what I'm saying? Like all that. I mean, and trust me, I know Nintendo kids is gonna be cussing and bullshitting and doing all of that shit. But that's their lifeblood, though. Like at the end of the day,
how do they monitor that cell phone out?
That's what I'm saying too. Another thing about that, because Sony is in the same boat, but they got their shit well packed. Same goes with Microsoft. They got that well packed. What are you talking about in terms of kids?
They don't got it well packed. Listen, if y'all niggas let me speak, goddamn, nigga, let me speak, nigga.
Go ahead.
Let me speak, niggas.
Go ahead, speak. You have a lot to speak. You have a lot to explain.
I do. I'm gonna to explain. I gotta break it down in layman's terms for little niggas. Okay? What I'm telling you is
little niggas.
I'm just saying. I gotta break it down.
You funny. You're funny, motherfucker. Today.
I gotta break it down.
Funny, motherfucker.
The cell phone shit isn't on Nintendo's infrastructure shit. They gotta do this bullshit through a cell phone thing. They have yet to actually build the infrastructure that is safe enough for their motherfucking user base, my nigga. It is what it is. Nigga, I know trust me, I know business. And the first thing you do in business when you jump into something that's mass people dealing with the mass motherfucking world, my nigga, you got to be able to make sure that people are safe, especially children. Because the day that the Nintendo has become that system that a pedophile has spoken to a child on, they will lose too much money, my nigga. They have way too much at stake to where PlayStation. No adult is going to go and say, "Oh, another adult said I had big titties." I mean, look at the shit now with Anita Sarkeesian and all that bad press. Imagine if that shit was with kids. You laughing, my nigga, but I'm just telling you facts.
No, look at that, Charles. Charles killed me with his fucking reaction. She killed me.
I'm just being real. Like niggas are looking at the whole deal. Don't just look at it from your perspective. Look at it from theirs. They got kids they got to deal with, my nigga. And if we sit there and act like the kids can protect themselves, we crazy as fuck. Period. They got labos and shit. Like this shit is made for kids. It really is. It's made for kids. They got some good shit like Bayonetta and all that shit, but this shit is basically made for kids.
So you're saying that this whole online infrastructure, which, by the way, Nintendo caters to everyone, is only catered to children, and that's your defense. You're saying they're doing this because they must keep children safe. This has nothing to do whatsoever with that. No, whatsoever. First of all,
why would it not?
Infrastructure. Now you're talking about business. Let's talk about business. It's called an investment. If you're going to build an online infrastructure, you invest in what you need to invest in. Nintendo has not invested anything with this online infrastructure. It's bare bones. How are they invested in anything? They haven't even built anything. What are you talking about? It's a blank canvas. It's a blank canvas. It's a blank canvas. How have they invested into this online infrastructure? It was a blank canvas.
Who was the main user base of Nintendo?
Can I tell you guys something?
How they invest anything? That's their investment. No goddamn sense whatsoever. Are you serious?
What you mean? How can
What are you talking about?
No goddamn sense whatsoever, bro. You know, oh my god.
I know I'm making sense. I make too much sense.
That makes no fucking sense.
How do I explain that?
Yo, bro,
you say this for kids when there's adults on fucking Nintendo Online.
What are you, bro?
Exactly. Hold that out, bro. What are you talking about?
This whole thing ain't Nintendo's more. Who buys Nintendo more?
Catered to no damn children. Nintendo caters to everybody.
Who buys
so
Nintendo?
Everything Nintendo comes out with is catered to kids. Bayonetta is catered to kids. Is Bayonetta catered to kids?
Who buys Nintendo more?
Is Bayonetta catered to kids?
Nigga, do you have a Nintendo? Do you have a
Is
Switch?
Bayonetta catered to children?
Do you
Is
even got a Switch?
Bayonetta catered to children? Answer the goddamn question. Answer the question. Is it catered to kids? Answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question. Is it catered to kids?
Exactly, my nigga. You don't even want to answer these motherfucking questions because you already know you wrong as fuck. You ain't gonna be able to
I'm asking you a question.
fuck with me, my nigga.
I'm asking you a question because you're making no sense right now. Bayonetta's scared of kids? Bayonetta's scared of kids?
Answer my question.
Bayonetta's scared of kids? What?
This nigga
God, you haven't even answered the question. You should have tried to talk about it.
I asked the question first. Answer my question.
Is Bayonetta catered to kids? Yes or no, Thresh?
What you mean? Hell no, it's not. It's Bayonetta. Now
Okay, your fucking argument's invalid. Right the fuck there. With that one fucking statement.
Now answer my question. Who buys more Nintendo? Answer my motherfucking question.
What's up? What's your fucking question?
Who's the main user base of Nintendo? Who buys it? Kids or grown-ups?
Everybody.
You ain't answering the question, bro. Now you looking dumb right now. You looking stupid as fuck, my nigga. You looking like this. You look like this.
So you telling me? Okay. Hold up. Because I'm about to destroy you, and I'm gonna use somebody who's sitting that's with you right now as a prime example. Did you or did you not tell me that your girl is big on Nintendo? Your girl likes Nintendo. Okay, then it's not just catered no damn kids. Catered to adults and kids.
I didn't say it just catered. I said who is the most. Who buys Nintendo the most? Ooh.
It's mixed. It's mixed.
It's mixed, my nigga.
It's mixed.
Animal Crossing.
It's mixed because the adults gotta buy it for the kids. So
exactly, like it's mixed.
It's for the kids. Their main user base is kids.
So you saying kids got jobs? So kids got jobs. Wait, you saying kids got jobs and they're buying Switches? No, the adults are buying the Switch for them.
No. Some do some have paper routes and do other shit at school.
Some do. Yeah, some responsible inside do that. Some responsible. You got a point there, but not most of these kids. They're bought by adults.
I explained this shit earlier. Yes, it's bought by adults. I said this shit.
Okay, then what the fuck are you talking about?
Let me finish.
The fuck you talking about?
Nintendo, but they buy it for their kids, my nigga. So is it gonna be those?
No, they do. They buy it for their kids.
Yes, adults buy adults buy it, but it's not mainly for them. It's mainly for their kids. That's what he's saying.
Yes.
Okay, and kids play it and adults play it. It's mixed.
It's not mixed, my nigga.
Yes, it is.
It's catered towards adults.
You have dog. Look at the Lambo. Dog. Belandrew bought the damn Lambo for himself. Are you serious, my nigga? He didn't even buy it for his kid. He bought it for himself.
Let me finish.
Are you serious right now? It's mixed.
Blandrew is a different
bought it for himself.
I got it.
Blandrew a different breed.
I gotta switch my I guarantee you. Switches for kids. Why you laughing out loud, nigga? You don't laugh no point.
He can say shit.
I'm in the middle of the debate. You trying to laugh over me?
Let me.
You got a point though.
You ain't want to go on a debate, my nigga. Like.
I'm laughing at Blandrew.
That y'all niggas know gaming, and then at the same time tell me that the Nintendo ain't.
And you cannot fucking tell me that fucking online is justified, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? You can't tell me that online is justified. You can't tell me that online is justified on any level. What are you talking about? There's nothing justified about the price. There is nothing justified about that price of that network. You cannot tell me that. That shit is garbage.
Let
Ain't justified about that. Hey, what are you paying for? Just play
Your gaming knowledge is in question like a motherfucker.
My gaming knowledge just ripped your ass live on fucking camera.
You wish, my nigga.
You got fucking buried in front of everybody. What the fuck you talking about?
All the fuck you doing is talking loud, my nigga. That is it. You laughing and talking.
You ain't got no facts. Right. I'm enjoying my popcorn. I am enjoying my popcorn this entire time you talk. Go right ahead.
You ain't drop not one fact, my nigga.
I am enjoying this popcorn, bro.
You telling me that the Nintendo Switch? You telling me the Nintendo Switch main crowd ain't kids, my nigga? Your fucking intelligence is in question when it comes to this game and shit, my nigga. I don't give a fuck what nobody.
Okay. So by default, what you're saying is Mario is catered to children completely.
Yeah, what the fuck, nigga? What kind of question?
Mario's catered to children completely. Zelda is catered to children completely.
Yes.
There's no hardcore. There's no hardcore gamers who are older, who grew up with Nintendo, who are older, who still play Nintendo products that are mixed with Nintendo. No. Hold that fucking L. You know what I'm saying? Shut your ass up. You throwing L's, bro. You just trying to talk over me.
Hey, do you own a Nintendo? Hey, do your grown ass own a Nintendo, my nigga?
Look at you. You can't even answer the question.
You
hold the fucking L. Yes, I did. I own at the fucking start, fuck nigga, and I own it no more.
Go ahead, Tay.
I don't own no more.
Hey, Thresh, I agree. I agree with what you're saying about Nintendo, but the whole keep kids safe from pedophilia thing. I think if they wanted to actually protect kids from pedophiles, don't you think they would have did it on their own infrastructure before they done it anywhere else?
That's why they haven't done it anywhere. Where have they done it already, my nigga? If it's a third party source,
that's their problem. Listen to what I'm. That's Nintendo's problem, and we should not be forced to pay for their network to fix their problems. That's their problem.
Let me drop some knowledge.
That's their problem. Knowledge is flawed. That's their problem.
I honestly want to know if that was the case, then why would they let their users use a cell phone app,
a third party app, right?
Talk to each other, yeah.
Right, use a third party instead of their own system, because they take away their liability if they do so. Just like with a kid, just like a kid with a phone. If a kid with a phone called a man call a kid somehow, get his number and talk with that kid, who's liable? You know what I'm saying? But if Nintendo has their own infrastructure set the fuck up to where it's on Nintendo under Nintendo's name, then they have liability. Just like PlayStation had liability and had to pay niggas with the Vita shit. Just like Xbox and everybody else has liability on their own shit. That's why they don't fucking have their shit. It's I'm telling y'all niggas, I agree with the dumbness. The dumb level is stupid. But once you think about this shit, you got to understand that these companies want to stay alive. They don't want to be liable, get sued over some dumb shit. They sit here and they look at Twitter. They sit here and they look at how gaming is right now today and how fucked up it is. They want to be able to protect their main asset.
And you don't believe with the current state of Nintendo and how they completely they determine how you share your games, how you play your games in terms of online, like really online in general, right? They determine whether you can even put your videos on YouTube. You don't think Nintendo would have a safe practice involved, period, or should have had a safe practice involved where they had settings turned on for adults? It's called family settings.
They do have settings for it. They do have settings.
But that right there should have been the thing on their network. No, that should have been the thing. I'm getting to my point. Don't talk over you. Let me get to my fucking point. They would have a family setting type of setting. No, they would have a family setting type of setting for online for this shit where it would stop them.
Because
that's what they need.
Understand. Because you need to understand that you don't even have a Nintendo to even know what it has and does not have as far as parental control.
Shit I've heard yet. Man, shut the hell up. This shit is getting left. This shit is going left. No, you're going left with it. That damage control needs to stop. That shit needs to stop. That damage control for Nintendo needs to stop. Nintendo is not no fucking new level for anything. No, that damage control needs to stop, bro. Real talk.
How is it damage control? He's trying to.
Nah, he damage control like a motherfucker. This
you
shit.
You talking over them. Let us hear it.
Nah, he keeps cutting me off. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna come over this motherfucker. Cut me up.
That's you.
Don't cut me off then.
Don't cut you off. I want to cut you off. You've been speaking this whole time.
Let him finish, Ryan, and then you can rebuttal.
Yeah, go ahead. Ain't really nothing to rebuttal. It's like I'm kicking fucking rocks. Go ahead. It's really nothing for me to rebuttal. I'm kicking rocks.
Like I said, ain't nothing to rebuttal. You just said about they should already have these parental settings. Nigga, they do. Nigga, they already have those shits ready for. They already have parental settings on the Switch. You don't own one to even know.
Why aren't they on the network? That's what I'm going at, smart ass. Why aren't they in the fucking network?
Let me finish. You don't even own the
Mr. Know-All. Mr. Know-It-All. Why ain't they in the fucking network?
Let me finish.
Yes, okay, to the fucking question. Go.
You don't own one. And you don't own one, my nigga. So you just made a dumbass comment saying that they don't have those things in place when they actually do. It's their infrastructure that's not protected right now. So own one of those shits before you speak on. Not you speaking like Crowd Gamer. You talking like Crowd Gamer. My nigga, you
erase
just
what the fuck I'm trying to tell
no,
you.
I'm just saying,
Yes, it's on the fucking. Yes, it's on the fucking hardware. I'm saying, why is it not in the fucking? I did say that, dumbass. I said it's in the hardware. It's not on the network. You're too busy talking over, trying to show up for these fucking people watching to fucking understand what I'm saying. You're fucking getting destroyed, and it's not even funny right now. Damn, you're on a fucking network that don't even have fucking voice chat or messages or any social media outlet. Anything. No fucking trophies, no nothing. What are you talking about?
That's what we're talking about.
There's nothing to damage control, Thrash. Nothing. That's an L, man. That's a huge L. Hold that out.
God damn it.
I'm fucking L. That is nothing. Hold that out.
I'm saying that that's why they don't have this shit right now, my nigga, because they're working on that safety of the instrument. That's what I've been saying.
Whose problem? Whose problem is this? Whose problem is this?
It's Nintendo's.
Okay, then why are we paying for it? Why are we paying for something that they should have had day one?
You ain't gotta switch to pay for shit, nigga. The fuck you talking about?
Oh, is that your excuse? He doesn't have one, so he shouldn't pay for it? Nah, nigga. Why are you paying for this? Why people should be have to pay for this if they don't have it? Why should anybody have to pay for something that they were incompetent enough to have day one? Why should anybody have to pay for something that they were incompetent enough not to have day one? Answer that question. Why should they have to pay for something that didn't have day one?
You pay for shit. You don't have to pay. Not even to play Fortnite. You don't have to.
You do need to pay it if you want to play online. You do need it.
Hey, ignorance at its best, my nigga. Y'all hear it first.
Ignorance at its best. I just destroyed the fuck out of your ass. You know what? You good. You know what? You good. I'm gonna be quiet because I'm done. I'm done. You got completely fucking destroyed. It ain't even funny right now. This shit is fucking hilarious. I'm gonna cry right now.
I got a question.
This is the funniest shit I have done.
This nigga don't even know what he's talking about, Carl. My mama. This nigga don't even know.
Hey, Titan.
I don't know what I'm talking about. He got fucked up. Why?
Be quiet real quick.
He's got fucked up.
Oh shit. Oh, so I'm gonna be quiet. This is funny. I'm gonna keep Darius.
I gotta let Thrash get his point.
Go ahead, princesses. I got a question too.
This shit funny.
This nigga just said.
This nigga she's showing a fucking Barefoot network. Are you serious? My nigga. He damn sure a Barefoot network. I never got nothing.
Stop being shut the fuck up.
Hey, I know this network. This is funny, dog. This is funny. I ain't gonna lie. This is a funny ass shit. This is the funny shit. This nigga is dumb as hell. I'm done.
Now it's time. Now it's time to calm down and bow.
We calm. This is normal.
I'm a calm motherfucker.
No. I'm being a smart ass. I'm being smart. You need to bow to princess. You got more time. No, you got more time than I did. No, you want to bow down to princess or kiss my royal feet and that's it.
I don't know about that. I ain't a feet person.
Oh, this nigga just said that you gotta pay for Fortnite online, my nigga. I'm
all right, then you know what?
What's happening?
Royal princess ass.
Who said you had to pay for Fortnite online?
You did, nigga.
No, I did not. I said you have to pay.
Oh Lord, you
play online.
This recording.
You play fucking online and play with your friends. All that shit. You need the online.
No, you don't.
You're gonna need a fucking network. What are you talking about? You're gonna need it.
What are
you talking about?
Since you're the only one. Since you're the only one before, bro. You're the only one with the Switch, right? You're the only one on the panel with the Switch, right?
I think so. I'm not sure. I'm most likely.
Yeah. Okay. So since the battle royale for Fortnite is free to play, you don't need the online to play. You don't need to pay for the service that started to
No,
play.
you do not.
Okay.
You do not.
Okay.
So for one fucking, so let me get straight. This nigga is screaming and yelling and clapping over one game that does not fucking need online. That's an epic fucking win when all the fucking games on the fucking market need that shit. Are you serious right now?
He talking about the free to play.
This nigga is dumb as shit.
Look, hey, I always said
I'll do myself right now. I'll need a headache. That's funny as hell.
I've been on record to say that this shit is dumb. That Nintendo not doing it right. I'm on the record.
Yes, you also on record controlling the fucking network saying that it's for kids, that you protect children, it's only for children, all this thing. Yeah, I know.
He also said we need to give them a chance to catch up. He also did say that.
Yeah, that too. They need to do that.
You also say we need to give them a chance to take us.
You
So
got
I
to.
do
They are
agree.
behind.
Okay,
We all
okay,
agree
you
on
said
that.
that. Okay, let's shift this away for a second. Let's shift this back for a second. You said they need a chance to catch up, right? How long has Nintendo been in the market?
That don't mean anything.
Longer than
How long has
everybody
Nintendo
else.
been in the industry?
Longer than
haven't-
everybody else.
Wait, no.
Yeah,
How
so-
long has Nintendo been in
they've
the industry?
Yeah, so Nintendo should be winning 24/7.
Exactly.
They should be.
There's no
They
excuse
should be.
for no
I
innovation.
agree.
There's no
But we're
excuse.
not,
There's no
that's
excuse.
not
There's
the
no
issue
There's
that
no
we're
excuse for
talking
that.
about.
There's no excuse.
I do not
That's
disagree.
not the issue that we're talking about.
Okay.
No excuse for that shit.
But that's not the issue
There ain't no
that
issue.
he's trying to. That he's talking about though.
You know what I'm saying? Like what?
30 years. 30
All right,
years,
wait.
and they're still lacking behind the competition.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on, because
Hey, they just won last
That's
generation.
sad. That's
right?
sad. That's sad.
They
Sony's the on the block, and they're lacking behind PlayStation. That is
They just won
sad.
last
my
generation.
say something, please.
Hold on. They
That
just won
is
last
sad.
generation. They just won last generation though. Like
This shit is fucking hilarious.
I'm just saying.
You know what?
I'm not a Nintendo fan. I'm not a Nintendo
Yes, they
fan,
won
but
last generation
I'm just
with
a gamer. I'm a gamer who deal with
controls.
facts.
Of course, they won dual
I'm a gamer who deal
fucking
with facts.
casuals.
That's all I am. I'm just a gamer who deal with facts.
But
because
did
I don't-
100
just
fucking
because-
million people buy the Switch
Just
yet?
because,
No.
just because the PlayStation is, just because the Nintendo
Did they win
isn't
with
my
the
main
Wii U?
console.
Did they win with the Wii U? No.
No, they lost. They got their ass.
Exactly. They got this down. What the fuck are you talking about?
They should have lost. But the Wii, they won that generation, my nigga. They won that. I mean, you sound like an Xbox now because now you're saying, oh, because of this piece.
U
because of this
was the
piece of this
epitome
piece.
of trash. And you know what's sad? The Wii U even had simple messaging, which is
It
lacking
was
on this
trash.
fucking new Switch.
No, you're right. You're
It
right.
is trash.
I-
Yeah, we
I-
know
I'm
this.
not
We know it's
disagreeing.
trash.
I'm not. Yeah, it's fact. Look, I deal with facts, not fiction. You know what I'm saying? I never said the Wii U was successful or nothing. I'm just explaining why
You
Nintendo
said
was
they've been
doing what
winning.
they're
You said
doing.
who won
I'm
last year.
educating- I'm
You said who
educating
won
you
last year,
so you
though.
know.
The
I'm
Wii U
educating
did
you
not
so
win last
you
year.
know. You know what I'm saying? I'm educating you so you know. There's reasons, always
You
reasons.
can't
behind it.
educate me when I know fucking
Billion-dollar
more.
companies. Nigga, you didn't even know that they had parental controls or that Fortnite was free. Nigga,
I
no,
did
you
know
need
they
to
have
use
parental
education.
controls on the fucking system. You're too busy to fucking laugh and show off.
Nigga, stop lying.
Like
Stop
you
lying,
doing
nigga. Nah. You ain't got a Nintendo Switch.
They
Relax.
doing nothing
Relax.
but make you look stupid. I'm
Relax.
laughing at the situation
I
because
need
grown-ass
niggas-
men
I
like
need niggas to
yourself
understand.
are damage controlling a bare bones fucking network in 2018.
How am I damage
With
controlling?
no
I said it was
voice
whack, my nigga.
message, no
I said it
online
was
voice chat, nothing of that nature. You were damage controlling that in 2018.
Hey, I said it was
And
whack.
you're
I'm just
telling
telling
people
you
that,
why.
oh wait, just wait,
I
give
don't-
it
I don't
time,
think- I don't-
give it
I don't think
time.
he was- I
No,
don't think he
give it
was- I
time,
don't think-
people.
I don't
Give
think
it
he- I
time.
don't think he was damage controlling.
He is by
Started-
saying give it time.
No.
Every
Wait,
network,
wait,
every
wait,
network
wait,
starts
wait,
off
wait,
give it
wait,
time.
wait,
He did say that shit. What are you talking about?
Wait.
Oh my god,
When
here
he
we go.
started out, he said we need to give them a chance. Giving them a chance is not damage controlling.
Give them
That's
a
how he started
chance
out.
or what? What exactly are you expecting? It has no
What do you mean?
online voice chat, no messages.
what are we
There's
doing?
What I'm
nothing.
saying is he
It's
wasn't
below
damage
bare
controlling.
bones. There's not even fucking online trophies. What are you
And
talking about?
I was with you when we
So
were
what
saying
are you
that.
giving them a chance
Hey,
on?
what are you
There's
talking
nothing.
Hey,
There is
hold on.
nothing
Oh
to
my
talk
God.
about.
Okay,
Nothing to talk
okay.
about here.
Listening.
It's a
You're not
joke.
listening.
Did the
It's a
PS3 have
joke.
trophies? Did the PS3 have trophies when they first started, my nigga?
No, but
No,
you know
right?
what the PS3
But
did
you
have?
gave
Day
him a
one.
chance.
Voice
But
chat,
you gave him a chance,
messages.
right? But you gave him a chance, right?
But what did the PS3
Come on,
have day
guys.
one
Come
though?
on, man.
What did the PS3
Yeah,
have day
nigga,
one
hey,
though?
hey, my
What did
knowledge
the
is
PS3
high.
have
Yeah,
day
nigga.
one though?
PS3
What did it have day one?
had
Oh,
online.
pause.
But
So I just caught
again,
you.
you could
Pause.
talk.
I just caught you. They had voice chat, messaging, everything of that nature. Even friends
How
list,
long about
everything.
PS3?
What does they have? What do they
PS3
have?
or PS2?
Nothing. They
How
don't
long
have
did it
nothing
take?
for Nintendo. You heard else.
How long did it take? And they didn't have group chat. How long did it take?
For what?
Huh? How
For
long
what?
did it fucking take for the PlayStation to get their feet up under them when the PlayStation 3 when they was doing that shit? When they did their online shit? How
Doing
long
what?
did it take?
Doing what? They have voice chat,
What do you
everything of
mean?
that
That's what
nature.
I'm
They didn't
saying.
have trophies.
Did
They
they?
won. Their trophies came later.
They had voice chat.
What?
Okay, they had that.
What did they have? What are you talking about? They had trophies, or they had
Hold
not
on,
trophies,
y'all-
but they had
hold on.
messages
Y'all
and
talking
everything
about
that nature. They won.
PS3 or PS2?
He's talking about PS3. What are you talking about?
PS3.
Yeah,
PS3
because
didn't
at the start of the PS3 generation, they didn't have trophies.
The Xbox 360 had group chat.
Okay.
Well, I was deployed when the PS3 came out, so I don't know what it had.
I didn't know you was a soldier, man. Hey, thank you for your service. Appreciate you.
I'm a vet. I'm an ex-soldier.
I appreciate your service. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate the service, nigga. I'm sorry about all the shots fired, nigga. I mean, I'm just smoking niggas right now. My bad. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you are a corpse laying on the fucking road. What are you talking about?
I was deployed when the PS3 came out.
Like corpse on the road.
I was there when PS3 came out.
I need everybody to understand.
Guys, wait.
Oh, this shit is too funny.
I got to address somebody in the chat. Alex, he was.
By his logic, he should say, give Xbox a chance. Oh, but you don't want to do that.
No, that's all we've been doing.
Right, I'm gonna stop you with that.
No, that's all we've been doing.
Shut up. Shut your ass up for a second. I'm trying to address somebody in the motherfucking chat. All right.
Go ahead.
Alex,
go ahead, Princess. Go ahead, Princess.
He spoke about that he misses the Weverse in Nintendo, and I agree with him.
What is it?
The Weverse, where you could chat with people and put your messages up and do all that. It's gone. It's gone.
Good shit, homie in the chat.
Yeah. Look at the Weverse and look how
it's
controlled it was.
It's gone.
This isn't the Weverse anymore. Yeah, it's gone. This isn't the Weverse anymore, my nigga. It's gone. They have to restarting everything. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to restructure everything to make sure everybody is safe. The Weverse is one of the
and my point is simple. I'm glad to let you finish, but my point is simple. By their restructuring, so to speak, right, and building this network, nobody should be forced who bought a Switch, or nobody should have this option to have to buy this shit at all. This shit is unacceptable. No one shouldn't have to buy this at all to enjoy their games online, period. This is nothing. And if you want me to do this because you were not here, you weren't here when I did this in the chat. What?
Oh, God.
Well, I got to say something. I think I need to do this.
Uh-oh. She dropped the mic.
Was that mic drop?
I don't know what she did.
That was a mic drop moment?
She dropped the mic. I guess she dropped the mic. Anyway.
Hey, look. Let me say this. Let me say this real quick.
It's ridiculous. No one should have to pay for this. No.
Look,
I'm saying that's my point. No one should have to pay for this.
Okay, I hear you. We gamers, right? We all gamers here.
I don't know. Are we?
I don't know, nigga. Is we?
I don't know. Are you, nigga? I don't know. I don't know. Are you, nigga? I don't know. Are you? Because you got cheerleader.
I got Oscar.
We are gamers.
Are you, nigga? You want me to give you fucking pom poms? Somebody get this nigga some red and blue pom poms.
You ready?
Oh, Nintendo.
Hey,
Go, Nintendo. That's you,
nigga.
This is his style of debating because he ain't got no facts, so he just
go Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm a Nintendo fan.
Go Nintendo.
I'm a Nintendo fan. I'm an Xbox fan. I'm a PlayStation fan. I'm a console gamer. I don't limit myself to a motherfucking thing. If I can see the bright side on Xbox, I can see the bright side on Nintendo. I can see the bright side on PlayStation, and I can see the dark side on all three of them motherfuckers too. I don't lock myself to one bitch ass console and call it a motherfucking day, my nigga. If I already said that the shit was, if I said this shit was already trash, I've already said the online network is trash. I'm on record for saying it. Rewind it if you don't believe me. What I am telling you is this is what they're doing, and this is why they're doing it.
And you are telling me I'm not accepting that bullshit, and neither should nobody else. You're making a big fucking deal about people not accepting it.
Hey, nigga, you don't own the Switch.
Exactly. Nobody has to accept this. They don't accept this. They don't have to accept this. Period. Nobody has to accept this. Period.
These niggas
have to accept it. Period. That's the point. And did we lose Princess? Did Princess leave or something?
Everybody that's in the chat, hit the like button. We lost Princesses, but she will be back.
What was she? Is she going?
If this shit,
we're still alive though. We're still alive.
Hey, like I said, man, we all as gamers supposed to be cheering Nintendo on to do better. Not saying
cheering on shit about a bare bones fucking network. There's nothing to cheer about. It's nothing to cheer about. It's nothing to cheer about. Ain't nothing to cheer about at all. We talking about cheering this point? Ain't nothing to cheer about.
Take the most risk.
Okay.
Am I back?
Yeah, you back now.
You back now, but you were gone for a second.
Look. Let me tell y'all.
I thought she gonna low key pull the plug underneath us. Like, hey, no, I'm just saying that. I was saying she gonna low key pull the plug underneath us or something.
No, I don't know what's going on. But like I said, nigga, we can't. You can't sit there and down Nintendo for trying to do positive for gaming. You can't. they're doing it wrong, so let them know it's wrong. But we can't sit here and be like, oh, it's trash without even fucking trying it. Without even nothing. Saying they forcing me to buy. They're not forcing you to buy shit. You don't even own a Switch. They're not forcing nobody to do nothing.
Once again.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not cheerleading. All I'm saying is I'm not saying we're cheerleading.
I'm trying to get my point. You had your point. We owed it to them to what? Try
we
what?
Don't owe them nothing.
There's nothing to try. It's nothing. It's a bare bones network. There's nothing on there. It's a blank canvas.
We don't owe them niggas nothing. What I'm saying is Microsoft is sitting back making more services.
Okay, we know Microsoft is a joke. Why are we even talking about Microsoft? Who cares?
PlayStation.
Microsoft is Microsoft. Microsoft will be trash. We know Microsoft's trash. We know PlayStation's got their thing. Keep it on Nintendo. We don't care about that.
PlayStation. Oh, hold on, no.
We owe it to Nintendo to give it a try. What exactly are we giving a try?
The same try that we gave Xbox and PlayStation.
Okay,
that's
what happened. Okay,
wait a minute.
I get what you're coming from. I'm
a real man. Let Princess got something to say.
I'm mad now. I'm mad now because y'all talking all this shit, and I'm trying to talk. Y'all got my ass bumped the fuck out of here. So what the fuck you talking about? I had something to say. I was gonna say, I think because we have an issue with Nintendo stuff, I may host a thing with King Fresh versus Ryan, a professional, on
fucking go.
the Irish podcast.
Oh my god. Really?
Let's do a fucking debate.
We just already did it. There's nothing to debate. Are you serious?
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, guys. I don't look at the chat section or nothing. I'm talking about because
I ain't looking at no damn chat
right now. No, I'm just saying. The majority of the people hate Nintendo, my nigga. But I feel like
there's nobody as a Nintendo.
As a gamer, nigga. I'm the type of nigga to still try to put out the facts rather than the fiction.
So you saying everybody hates Nintendo? If that was the case, nobody would have bought the Switch.
I didn't say everybody, nigga. I said most.
You said gamers hate Nintendo. If that was the case, nobody would be hyping up the Switch.
Look, if that
was the case,
you don't have a Switch.
Nobody would buy a Switch if that was the case. What are you talking about? You're just saying that because we don't agree with your logic with this network. That is not the case with Nintendo.
What logic am I talking about?
You want us to fight? You want us to damage control and defend a bare bones network that doesn't even have voice chat, messages, etc.
Don't defend nothing. All I said was
you said give it. You said we owe it to them to give it. We don't owe nothing to Nintendo.
I didn't say we owed anything, my nigga. I didn't say we owed anything, nigga. I said we should be.
You didn't say we owe it to Nintendo to give them a try.
No, I didn't say we. I said we should be.
No, okay, Thrash. Okay, Thrash. Okay.
What you mean? We should be giving it.
Okay, Thrash. Okay, Thrash. Okay.
Hush. I want to say something. God damn. I can't even get 2 words in on my own podcast. Shit. Here we go with that shit again. God damn. What I was saying is I don't think Thresh was here when I was even saying that, as much as I love it, I went back to the old days with Nintendo with the GameCube and the regular Wii where they had the shit and then they fucked up. Now, I understand both sides here. But god damn, y'all hurt my head.
Hey, you want that smoke? You got the full fledged.
Hey,
I don't want no smoke.
Nah, play ain't no smoke. It's just how it is.
You know what's gonna happen, Ryan? I'm gonna make you like feet. You're gonna bow down and kiss my motherfucker.
Oh shit!
Wait, what?
I'm the princess. Yeah, you are.
God.
Yeah, you are.
Oh god. Don't do that.
Either that, you're gonna kiss my royal princess ass.
All I'm
I'll take that one. You know what I'm saying.
All I'm
saying, nothing.
All I'm saying is, nigga. All I'm saying is, I can't kiss feet, nigga. I can't do it.
I ain't really a feet person, so I don't know.
I said kiss my royal princess ass. Then you didn't answer. You just giggled.
Oh, I kiss ass all the time, nigga. Especially on Saturday.
You called me off guard with that. That's why it's funny shit. Just do it on the table, like there it is.
Listen, I just want to say this.
Let's do it at like ace of spades and shit. There it is on the table.
All I know is
I wasn't going to
Then I'm
say
spitting
something
facts.
else because then Thrash would get too excited. So I didn't want to say nothing about T. Because he get too excited. So I could go there. You know.
Yeah, you know what? You know what happened last time.
You got to keep it with Garuda. Welcome to the cage of love. He likes feet.
Yeah. All I know is I won that, nigga, because niggas couldn't refute me with no
Won
facts.
what? You won nothing. You had nothing to go against.
You
Lost.
had nothing.
You
I
lost.
spit
Period, bro.
I spit facts. You spit opinions, my nigga.
Okay,
I
okay.
spit facts,
All right.
you spit
I'll say
opinions.
okay. I stated
Give me some
opinion.
facts.
I stated opinion.
All right, guys.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Everybody in the fucking chat right now, if you thought King Thrash won, put a 1 in the chat. 2 for me.
Hey,
Let's
no.
go.
No.
No. You say you won in your mind.
Lost because it's more popular.
A 1 in the fucking chat. 2 for me. There you go.
I would like an explanation of how I lost. Where was I wrong at? Did I say anything wrong?
Nigga, you're saying that we should fucking give them a chance on a bare bone fucking network that got no fucking voice chat, no online, no fucking messages, no fucking trophy support, nothing. It is a bare bone blank canvas, and you want us to go and spend this, and you're saying spend money on this, and you think Nintendo is justified for this?
Okay.
You're saying this. You're saying that Nintendo, we should give Nintendo the common courtesy to go give this service a try, and they had how long with this service, and they decided to give you a bare bones service with nothing, and you're gonna pay for it so they can build upon it. That makes no sense in 2018. I'm done.
I was quiet. Let me answer. Number one, I never told, and I know. Hold on, Carlos. Number one, I never told anybody to buy anything.
Okay, so you didn't say that. You didn't say we owe it to the
I was quiet.
Let me tell you something. You can sit there and backpedal in your mind all you want, but everybody who will watch this stream. No, let me get this straight. Let me get this straight before I dip out. Let me get. Hey, Killer Tay. I'm gonna let you speak. Let me get this out of here. Let me get my point. Let me get back right now. I'm not because you know I got you. Think you're gonna backpedal and not and say it's clear you didn't say what you said in the chat. Everybody saw it live, bro. It's unanimous.
Hey, did I say anybody once that they should buy this motherfucking service? I said that shit is what you're telling me right now.
You said we owe it to Nintendo. You said you try to say we're gamers. We owe it to Nintendo to give this service to go to Nintendo and buy the service.
Guys, hold up.
Yeah, okay.
Let me say my side, cuz. This shit dumb. That shit dumb. If you ain't gonna let me see my side, cuz. That's fucked up. Y'all let this nigga say all this.
Listen, Thrash.
I'm not letting nobody.
Thrash.
I'm not letting nobody. Ryan. I'm not letting nobody get their word over nobody. Okay. All I'm saying is it's been almost 3 hours. It's time for me to cut it off. You guys have been arguing about the same thing for a while. That's why I said I'll host something if you guys want to go back and forth. I don't have a problem, but I got stuff to do. I can't. I normally don't do podcasts for 3 hours. But when I get crazy people on here like you guys, when I get the crazy nuts on here, that's what happens. And that's why I would call it. Here we go, that shit again. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Hey, man, let me go and address you, Typho. Let me address you.
Wait 1 second.
Let me answer this question. That's all I want. Go ahead.
I just want to say, Carlos, you're a mod. I made you a mod.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're a mod. So you're whatever. So all right, what do you want to address? Because like I said,
I was
wait, shut the fuck up, both One at a time.
All right, let me say. All right, one at a time. So let me say what I was going to say. This nigga keep cutting me off every time I say something. You know what I'm saying? Because he already murdered himself and shit. You know what I'm saying? Number one, I never said anybody to buy this service. I'm on record of saying this shit was garbage. What I said is
rewind it back, people.
See? What I said is that we went through the same thing with Xbox, went through the same thing with PlayStation. And yes, Nintendo is late, and it's a goddamn shame that they are taking this fucking long to actually get some shit started online, but they are at least starting it. So we should be able to give them the same chance. Don't buy it. Just give them the time to fucking do what they got to do to get the infrastructure right. Is what I'm saying. Don't buy their shit. Just you ain't gotta hate this early in the fucking game. You don't even own the shit to even hate on it. Like, why do you hate if you don't even own it? That's the first point. The second point I was getting that. Yeah, nigga, I know facts are boring, my nigga. Facts are boring.
I'm not saying a word.
Secondly, number two, if you're telling me that okay, don't let them do this and tell them oh this is trash and why should we do this and why? Okay, then what should we do then? Tell them not to do it. Tell them not to do online. So fuck Nintendo online is what you're saying we should do, right? Huh?
You want me to talk? You want me to answer that?
Wait. Can I say something about that?
You want me to answer that? Okay. No. I'm saying that Nintendo has launched a bare. No, it's going to be quick. Nintendo has launched a bare bones service. Oh, so sorry. Nintendo has launched a bare bones service with lacking the basic features such as messaging your friends, voice chat, trophies for X amount of things. There's nothing in this on this network whatsoever. Now let me get my point across. Don't cut me off again. That's what they're doing. They have a plan. They have a blank canvas. They have a blank canvas. Blank canvas. Okay. We should not have to pay for no blank canvas. Instead, what we should have done was we should have had this shit postponed. This shit should have had all these features, and then we paid for it when it had the voice chat next amount of things. That's how it should have been.
Same thing with the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox, then, right? So we
the PS3 had voice chat. The PS3 had messages. The PS3 had online. There's nothing postponed. There's nothing postponed there. Nothing.
Whoa! I say no more debating. We're ending it. It's 3 hours. No, you both did it. You both need to.
I told the Garuda.
No, y'all.
Shit.
Princess is finna pull out the belt and give both y'all motherfuckers a whooping.
I am gonna raise the belt. I'm gonna whoop the asses. No, you know what I'm bring out? I'm bring out my nunchuck.
You got that. I don't want no nunchuck. So you got that. Let me say apologize to you. I owe you an apology anyway.
I also got a samurai sword. So which one do you want? You got nunchucks and samurai sword.
I would apologize.
Which one do you get your ass whooped?
I owe you an apology though. I didn't mean to go off that hard on your show. So my apologies to you.
Wait a minute.
All I had to do was destroy somebody with facts. That's all.
You see, you won't shut the fuck up again. So you're gonna get some kind of whooping, Ryan. Or I know Taekwondo. Do you want to ask whooping that way? So you got a choice.
We can continue this shit on my we can continue this shit on my channel, nigga. We can go through all facts. I don't want none of that though. We can continue this shit on my channel, nigga. As soon as we close, I'll boot this motherfucker up right now, my nigga. We can continue this shit on my channel, nigga. We see what
the fuck is it debate. You fucking got buried. You got fucking buried in front of everybody. It's unanimous, nigga. There's nothing to fucking talk about. You got buried, nigga. Got buried, nigga.
Like I said,
got buried. Got buried. Got buried, nigga. Got buried.
Can we conclude this right now?
You got buried, nigga.
I'll boot this shit up. We can
you got buried, nigga. Ain't nothing to talk about.
Because you already know. You already know.
I already know. I buried you. I'm not wasting any more fucking time talking about some shit that there's nothing there to talk about. You got buried.
Let's see if this nigga show up. Nigga, hit that like button.
Shut the fuck up right now. The reason I gotta go is because I gotta pick up my car. So you both shut the fuck up right now. All right? I'm the princess. I am the princess of gaming. Y'all gonna listen to me. Y'all gonna argue on my podcast. You want to do it on your own time? You do it on your own time, or I'll host it and shut the fuck up and let you go at it. It's your choice. But you know what? I gotta do this. But before I do anything and go, I gotta do a couple more shout outs because we had people come in here like Robert Harris, Cyber the Liar, Samuel, Honey Hot Sauce, and Stardust. We had a lot of people listen tonight. Okay, I do appreciate everybody that was on the panel. Unfortunately, some people had to go, and they sent me a message. They had to go. They had shit to do. Unfortunately, guys, I do have to go because I do have to go pick up my car. Okay.
Yeah, my bad for the last podcast, Princess. I went to work and the motherfuckers had sent me to North Carolina, so I had to go out and send some emergency stuff out there.
No. Listen,
my bad.
I appreciate y'all. You go. Listen, I had fun tonight. You guys were all right. No, viewers loved you guys. All right, I'm gonna tell you that right now. They loved you guys. But what I'm saying is, if you guys even want to debate anything, I'll host it for y'all if you want.
Ain't nothing.
All right.
I'm about to open up.
Wait. So I said, it's either yes or no. It's either yes or no. No debate. No more debating. God damn. You guys, I'm my fucking head tonight. No, you guys.
Hey, Titanfall, you owe me. Hey, you owe me one. You know you owe me one though. You can't be too mad at me because you owe me one.
What I owe you for? What I owe you for?
Hey,
what I owe you for?
Hey, when you walked in and the broadband bullies was there, nigga, you was like, you pulled out 2 guns. Nigga. 2 guns.
She turned the whole school red on you.
You owe me one, nigga.
So how do I owe you? If I pulled out the guns, then you owe me.
No. You pulled them up. We was eating popcorn, nigga. This nigga 100K was rolling up a blunt. That nigga King's Blood was over there, you know what I'm saying, talking to some ugly chick, nigga. You bust in like, what the fuck is these niggas doing? Fuck these niggas. Hey, fuck you. No, actually, you started off nice. You was like, hi, King Thrash, how you doing? I was like, what's up, girl? What's up? I was like, the broadband bullies up in here, you know what I'm saying? She's like, it's all good. And then she was like, hey, you asked niggas a question.
You know what?
And then the next thing you know, that shit was like, fuck you bitch ass nigga. I'll kill you, your mama, your daughter, your goldfish, nigga, with a box cutter, nigga. With a box cutter.
Wait, trash.
Mm-hmm.
Airline fuckers have been saying about me.
I know.
Right?
I know.
So, you know what? I am gonna come, and I ain't got 2 guns. I got more than 2 guns.
I know, but you told me you was gonna behave.
Wait. I got the hips loaded. I got the legs loaded. I got the back loaded. All right, so they're going down. They ain't gonna talk shit about me.
Hey, you pulled the okie doke on me. You told me you was gonna behave. I was like, hey, these niggas in here, and then I knew it was a problem because as soon as you walked in and you said, hey, who else is in here? I'm like, oh, she already know who in here. It's over. It's done. It's a wrap. We are not going live yet.
Hey, Titanfall. Hey, I appreciate the invite. Again, sorry for my outburst. Appreciate you. Hey, Carlos, I'll holler at you later. All right. To everybody in the chat, hope you guys enjoyed the show. Definitely subscribe to Titanfall. If you are new and you have not done so,
wait. One thing last thing I want to say to Thrash. I know I said I try to behave, but how can I behave to people that are calling me a tranny all the time and doing all this other shit?
I know. That's why I told you in the beginning. I already knew you had beef, but I didn't want to put you in a situation to where you was gonna jump into some shit. I ain't like that. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn. When I found out, I was like, okay, let me talk to you. That's why I had talked to you before I even, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, I understood. I was laughing at it. You know me, I wasn't mad at all. You know, I'm with the shit. You know,
I don't get mad, but you know what? People don't realize I got thick skin, and just because I'm a little rough around the edges because of where I grew up,
just tell the people.
Don't mean I don't have. First of all, don't mean I ain't got feelings, and you ain't gonna call me something out of what I am. You know what I mean?
That's true.
It ain't gonna happen. And I'm going to come at you no matter what. You got to disprove me. I could disprove you all day long. All I got to do is do my basement videos or my little poses, and I disprove your ass all the time. But you can't.
Hey, I agree with Andre. Fuck those dudes. Don't give them no shot.
I don't. That's why I don't mention the names. See, you know what I'm saying? But listen, guys, we're going to get out of here. Okay, so we're going to do outros. Who wants to go first with the outros?
I got it right here. Ron, the professional. Oh, wait. Who want to go first? Carlos, you want first? Go.
I go. Yo, as always, man. Ain't right choice, not right. It's your boy Carlos, aka Type 487. This shit was lit as fuck right now. Can we have round 2, Ryan?
So what?
Can we have
round 2?
Can we have what?
Round 2.
Round 2. Okay. I'll let this go. Look at the chat. Once again, 1 for King Thrash, 2 for me. Who won the debate?
All right, guys, get out of there with that.
That would be the deciding factor right there. There's nothing to debate.
Ryan,
I got steak downstairs too. I'm trying to eat.
Ryan, I'm gonna cyber whoop your ass in a minute. Because we're doing outros. right. So, Cortavius, go ahead.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's Cortavius, aka Killer Tay 229. Y'all can catch me on Thursdays and Fridays streaming on Mixer, and you can catch me on Fridays sometime on King Thrash channel. Make sure y'all like and comment and subscribe on this video and all the people on the panel's videos. So they always put out good information. And thanks to you guys in the chat for coming. See y'all next time.
Nah.
All right. Now, I'm not going to pick between the last two. Who wants to go first, Ryan or King Thrash?
I get
ain't going to argue with y'all.
Oh, no, they might debate on that.
No, we're not. Hey, Ryan the Professional. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I appreciate the invite, as always. Was episode 13? Episode 13, you know.
Yep.
Here we go, that shit again. Appreciate it. Good shit. As usual, man. You already know how it is, man. Keep it gaming. I'm out.
All right, King Thrash, you're up. Do your outro.
Hey, what up, y'all? Y'all niggas know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just ready to get down to business. If niggas want that fade, come get that fade. I'm about full business. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I lost. Like I said, the chat, I'm always gonna say I lost. My nigga, it's all good. But nobody in the chat can come up in here and talk to me, my nigga, and tell me anything about something that I said that was not factual. That's what a debate is. The debate is destroying people with facts, not opinions. So we can come to my channel and we can see what the fuck it is. Because I'm the type of nigga who don't like to hold shit in. We can just get that shit out and over with. We can talk about who knows what, my nigga. I doubt he come, but I'll open that motherfucker up anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it won't even take me long. It'll take me 30 minutes. I gotta pick my girl up and shit. She making French fries and cheese nuggets. So I gotta go ahead and pick her up. You know what I'm saying? With ranch. Cheese nigga, cheese nuggets. That bitch is amazing, my nigga. I was like, cheese nuggets, bitch? Cheese nuggets. I'm there, nigga.
Throw them in the fry.
I'm on my way. It fucked my brain up. Like, bitch, cheese and nuggets? I'm like, where's the chicken, bitch? I gotta go. I gotta see this. I gotta see this for my own self. Cheese got nuggets? Nigga, goddamn. Okay, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? But nah, nigga, yeah, we can run it. If you want to run it, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing for me to run it. You know what I'm saying? I guess I lost. I mean, can't nobody tell me where I was wrong at or what I was damage controlling when I said it was trash, but I lost. Nigga, come to my channel. Nigga, let's go this shit.
Yeah, but you got to realize one thing, Thrash. You talk about people in the chat that may not even own a Switch, know nothing about it.
Well, I know.
And
I'm just saying, he put up a vote, and they said that I lost. I lost. I mean, I always lose Nintendo battles because Nintendo's not famous. If this was a Nintendo podcast, like based on Nintendo shit all day, every day, then I would have won. You know what I'm saying? That's how that bullshit goes. That's why I don't weigh wins and losses by what people say in the chat. I weigh about who had the best facts and who couldn't refute who.
Mm-hmm. No, you know I get you.
So it's facts versus opinion. You know what I'm saying? Facts versus fiction with me at least. So if that nigga not afraid, I'll be there, nigga. For sure.
Well, what I'm gonna say is I want to thank everybody who came in on the panel. Unfortunately, Craig had to go. We sent me a message. Bear lost his charge. Fatal Mephisto lost his charge, so he had to go. Some people left early. That's okay. We had an excellent podcast. I appreciate everybody that's been on here and everybody that supports me, and not only people in the chat, but the people that come here and be on my panel. The love they show in supporting me, I appreciate that. So, with that being said, I'm out of here. Check everybody out on the channel. I got links out to everybody. I put links out to everything that's going on. And if you don't hit that like button on the way out and you don't come back next week, I'm going to side whip your ass. But you're going to do it because you know why? Because I'm the princess. You all know you love me. I'm out of here. Later.
Yeah.